still had a
What's that?
like the audio visual club and all of the jumps used to do.
Jeez. What it do with it? Hey, let us know how that sounds. It's an echo. Can y'all hear us? Feedback. What y'all hear? Echo. Oh, God. So one of the laptop volumes is try to get the plugs out of it. Yeah, there you go. Turn that shit off. I'm just. Can y'all hear us now? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Yeah, I mean that. Can y'all hear? I mean that. Everything clear. Everything clear, baby. Said it's good. So now I'm trying to figure out what's missing on this right now. Stopped a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? No? That's fucked up. Hey, trying out some new shit, y'all. The Zoom live track joint. Everybody do podcasting know what that is. The live track 8, you know. I'm trying to incorporate it into things, you know what I'm saying? Step the game up a little bit. So we can work on our, overall presentation, you know. But this is the Third Perspective Podcast, and I'm going to have to start this over again. You know, this is my man right here, Radical Real. It's Jay, Third Perspective Podcast. You know, we're just going to start this thing off with, I appreciate everybody that download the podcast. Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, and Breaker, you know. Then we on YouTube. We need everybody, if you're on YouTube right now, download. We got a 100 subscriber chip challenge, the hottest chip in the world. Get 100 subscribers, we'll get the hottest chip on the world, live on all platforms, us three, you know what I'm saying? That's the Pacquiao chip challenge, you know. If anybody don't know what that is, that's the hottest chip in the world. So let's start this thing off. Like Ray always said, his day was just normal, you know? What you think about, Jay? What's been going on? What's been on your mind?
I was off the day, but, you know, just doing a bunch of running around and just a bunch of running goddamn around.
You know?
You know, now outside the ordinary. Summer's coming to a close.
And we got the motherfucking Democrat convention going on. I don't know if y'all even keeping up with that shit. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with it.
That's going on.
I fucks with Murray Bowser t-shirt.
She got some t-shirts?
Yeah, it was a George Washington joint. It had the DC flag around the face.
I ain't see that.
Basically like the mask, the bandana joint. T-shirt was rocking though.
I can wear that too, man. When I'm picturing it, but I gotta see it first. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on. I'm sure it's on Google. This is like a T-shirt designer that's up there. Alex Morgan made the. He was printing out the George Washington jump, DC flag, like the bandana joint. It said the jokes was flying off the shelf, and they ordered the shit out of it.
I caught one of them.
That's what I was trying to cop with. I was trying to see what was up with that.
So who run the Democratic convention? You man Obama?
Now y'all ain't watching none of their speeches.
No, I ain't hear what I want to hear. I told you I don't hear what I need to hear.
Now, to anybody just tuning in, you know what I'm saying? They just wrapped it up. We just wrapped up the nomination, really. We haven't really been officially nominee yet until I think yesterday. Officially.
So with less than 3 months left, now he's the nominee.
Remember that it's a short convention too. Usually the conventions be long.
Usually be about a week.
But I don't like the convention like this with the motherfucking Zoom shit. I don't like that shit.
That's like everything else that's been going on. Thanks, Trump, for fucking up.
I mean, he said they want to do the everybody vote through the mail and shit.
There ain't no mailman.
I mean, y'all agree with that first of all? Then they saying they
He fucked that up. Thanks, Trump.
so you
Fucked up the mail.
so you don't do that. You'll just vote in the mail.
I don't trust that shit.
I'm about to say.
I'm about to say this is one time I agree. I hate it. God damn it. I agree with this orange demon. That nah, you can't fuck around and everybody mail in votes. Like 200 million people. It'd be a
That's
fucking
because
disaster.
he's slowing down. He throws everything. He throwing everything but including the kitchen sink, to try to stay in this motherfucking election. He tried to throw dirt Biden, dirt on Kamala Harris,
Yeah.
dirt on the mail, dirt on the election. Pandemic started, election year. People got to stay home. Thousands of people died, and honestly, I'm sure 100,000 of people were voters. Am I right?
Could be.
Yeah, but
Either Trump supporters or Biden supporters. 100,000 of them dead. So you lost all them votes.
all right, but it's a pandemic, right?
Right.
So how would you vote then? Vote coming up, what, 2 months?
They might as well open up
How would you vote?
your ballot online or something. Email your ballots and shit.
Like right now, Democrats making it an issue with the mail, right? Making sure that everybody, the mail, they want to make sure that the mail system can handle it. Which hell no. How the hell they can all of a sudden handle 200 million people vote? Like that don't even make any sense.
See, you take out sorting machines and other little equipment that mail carriers or mail handlers are supposed to go through. So now they got to do things manually, so it slows up the process. And then they cut overtime for the mail. So they know what they're doing.
First of all, any vote. You know how long it takes for them to count that shit out the mail, sir?
Do you know how long that shit comes in the mail?
I wouldn't trust that shit. This one time, there's no way in the fuck.
I don't trust that shit. I'd rather go do the old fashioned.
Like, it's too many things that can happen in the mail and shit. By the time it could be lost, right? You could lose like a 500,000 votes. And that right there, that's it. He'll be motherfucking president again.
That's the plan anyway.
I'm about to say use it or replace it with split votes.
Yeah. And they can do anything with the motherfucking once they get in the mail system and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Then the other half of this is Kanye.
So you gotta trust. Shit.
What? You gonna set everybody free though?
Well, first you gotta trust the motherfucker dude that's coming to get the mail. You gotta trust where the mail going. The sorters, whoever fuck in the warehouse. That's a lot of trusting
Trust.
for a motherfucking vote. You know what I'm saying? That joint gonna touch some Republican hands, nigga.
No, they ain't gonna make that.
Somewhere in that mail system, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It's about Biden bag. Oh no, that's Trump bag.
yeah, exactly. Like the motherfucking 2000, they chain the hand shit they was doing. Fuck out. The hand chain, whatever the fuck.
You know what they was doing? They took those votes in 2000, and Trump.
Yeah.
It was Jeb Bush, and rode that motherfucker down somewhere, and Supreme Court stepped into it and gave that shit to Bush. Same thing could happen here. If people claim that thousands and millions of votes is missing, you can't sit there and say Biden only had 50 points, state votes, and Trump had 500. Because guess what? Then you automatically know he's going to be cheap.
But everybody gotta remember how close that election was, dog. Like, she beat him by 3 million more votes. But in certain states, he only won by like 100 votes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which would allow him to win the state overall, which is just crazy, you know, just that close and shit. Which is even crazy after you beat a motherfucker by 3 million votes. It's still a motherfucking debate who won. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I beat you by 3 million votes, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? It ain't no discussion. That's the only thing I don't like about that shit. Like,
Wikipedia, not Wikipedia. What's that shit called? They pulled up her emails.
WikiLeaks.
WikiLeaks, yeah.
WikiLeaks, yeah.
WikiLeaks stepped in and fucked that up.
Hey, trust, they gonna pull something up on these two clowns too.
Yeah, they're gonna pull something.
Trust,
Always do.
I'm gonna vote for them too, right? Like real ain't convinced yet, right?
Yeah, I need a little bit more convincing than Harris and Biden or Biden and Harris.
Those type of people ain't got time. There's nothing else to talk about with that. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about, see,
Like-
I did the history, and your people, black people, was all for Trump back in the day. What happened?
They was for Trump.
Yeah, it did.
What do you mean?
Trump was a part of the culture.
Nah, stop that.
I did my research, dog. I went back there and looked. Early 90s, Fresh Prince had him on the
This
show.
nigga was.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
He was
all
at
right,
every
let's stop.
boxing fight.
Let's stop.
You know what I'm saying? Every rap song,
This
every
nigga
hip hop culture had Trump.
Who we bred.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had the liquor.
I'm just saying he was a part of the hip hop culture.
Yeah,
He
liquor.
was a part of the mainstream culture. That was y'all name. Now all of a sudden he show y'all he racist, like all the rest of them is. But they hit it like he did when he was making money off of hip hop culture. Now you mad. That's why I don't understand. That's why I'm lost at. That's why I'm trying to tell you there ain't no difference. But you keep telling me it is because he up front with it. But back then he wasn't. You ain't know that. You ain't know Trump was that deep with it. But he was all in hip hop culture, all in rap songs, all at the fights. Everybody want to be at Trump Towers. See all that shit in there. A lot of references in hip hop culture. But now he show y'all he just a bigot and he about winning. But it's all good, dog. We all make mistakes. Ain't that right, man?
Jay?
That's cool.
He said it's cool.
You ain't lying about that.
Because I started looking at this, I started going back. I was like, damn, there's a lot of Trump references in these songs.
Now, wait.
And culture. And so that means he always on your mind. That's what y'all aspire to be.
Wait.
Especially in the hip hop culture. That's your shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's all you talk about. You know what I'm saying? Especially back in your time.
But the fucked up thing about it, back in their time, they ain't do the research. Like,
Yeah, I know. They did.
he put in the paper, added paper for the Central Park 5.
Yeah, that started. That was what,
You know.
80, what was that, early 90s? 88?
He was like, them niggas need to go to jail. Like, what the fuck?
Off the Brizzy P. Take your ass to prison, nigga.
And this is where evidence wasn't even pointing to them. They ain't even had no evidence matching nothing up to them. They weren't nowhere near the lady that got beat up and raped. They was in the same park, but they was on one side of the park, and the other side of the park, that's when that happened.
So,
But
it's just hypothetical. The prosecutor who prosecuted her on bullshit evidence, what should have happened to her? She should have been stripped, took all her money taken away, and she should have did some years in jail, right?
yeah, because that's what they call the evidence.
I'm just saying, people like that,
That's tampering with the evidence.
not just that, it's common sense. You know, if you was a prosecutor, knowing this shit ain't sounding right, but you so in desperate need that I gotta get a conviction that you were accused innocent kids and fuck their lives up. I got no respect for you. You shouldn't make no money off the book. You shouldn't. All everything you made from that time should be stripped from you, and you should do some time in jail. And you would be, as what they say, the person that you show out. You're like, yeah, look, you do dumb shit like this instead of doing your job. This is what's gonna happen to you. But they don't do shit like that.
But what falls in the same line was the fall in the same line as that is what C Murder is going through now. Because the police officer got tampered with evidence, tampered with witnesses, said that I throw your ass in jail right now if you don't say this nigga did it. You know what I'm saying?
They always do that. That's their tactic. You don't tell them one of y'all going to jail. As long as we won't be here. That's the shit Rabbit used to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. I looked at you.
Monica and Monica, Kip K and them supposed to be stepping in on that soon.
Who?
Kip K and Monica. Because, you know, Monica and C. Murray used to be talking back then. Used to be, you know, entanglement.
Entanglement.
Entanglements.
Let that word die for 2020, dog.
Entanglement.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This Democratic Party shit, man.
It's just getting cooking, baby. It's just getting cooking. You know? Get
I
ready,
was
man.
everybody vote for
You
the
ain't no
birthday
blind
party.
shit, dog.
Get
Blind
ready,
shit.
man.
You don't know where the
Ready,
shepherd
man.
taking you at. You don't know where the shepherd taking you. You just a blind.
Hey, you hear?
Yeah, you ain't making the shepherd say, hey, yo, this is the path we're going to take. This is how we're going to get you to the promised land. You just following this man. Not knowing he's going to take you through the fucked up cliffs, over a cliff. You're going through some rough patches and all that. And then at the end of the road, you're going to just look at him like, yeah, it was an easier way to get here.
As long as we get rid of the other plan, good to go. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
And that's what's wrong with America. That statement right there. They don't want to see the right person in there. It's as long as he's better than what's already in there.
I see what you're saying. It's like,
I ain't hear nothing about getting the right candidate in, Jay. Nothing. All I hear is we got to get rid of 45. That's it. That's all I hear. I was like, so we going to put somebody a little less than 45 in there?
Okay, now that's a different argument, right? Now that I agree with. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
but you still got some people that might fuck around and do Nick Cannon and vote for the birthday party. Just because they've taken a mockery of the election, not taking it seriously.
Yeah, they don't take it serious.
No.
They ain't trying to be popular.
See, fools like that, I don't pay no fucking attention to because you can't. Again, like I be saying about other people, you can't be telling me you hardcore black issues, right? But then you do some birthday party shit.
It's your birthday.
Like that
That's
two
shit
things don't
birthday.
mix, man. That shit's stupid.
Come with me into the Louis store.
Hey, like, birthday party for real? That's gonna solve all our problems? Birthday party? Some shit that you don't really want to do? Like, come on, man. When you work for president, I think you really gotta be somebody that want to do for people. Like, you got a plan in your mind that helps people in government. Like, you shouldn't be in government if you're not wanting to help motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's no why you there? Why you talking about running for president? What's the point of doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you woke up for the last 20 years thinking about rapping and drinking liquor, right? All of a sudden, you just want to wake up and say you want to be our president. Why you doing it? Why do us like that? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is that for?
Shit, Trump said it 30 years ago. Damn it, 30 years ago. If I become president, I run as a Republican because he does say people will eat it up. And guess what? He's right.
Y'all asking Trump, man.
Nah,
And people ask me when he first ran, is Trump really going to be president? I said, yeah. You know why? Because people are stupid. And I said straight up, people are stupid.
And sexist.
And sexist. Straight up, I just said, people are just stupid. Just like this election right here, I bet you I see Kanye with 2% votes. Just wasting shit. I bet you I see him with 2%, if not a little bit more. Because people stupid.
I mean, at the end of the day, all the facts, everything, all the laws, everything is the same. All you're really voting for is who you want in office. It's popular.
But people don't think like that. They don't think logical. They think stupid. They use one side of the brain. Like, that's it.
It ain't. It ain't that. It ain't just that. You have people who lead you down wrong, like Ray. Like Roger Ray. You got people like Roger Ray. So you'll have people following him.
What you mean?
So that's what happens. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? I'm giving you to think. That's what you do. Use your brain.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Huh?
Be honest. Radical Real got his section of this. Dre got his section of the political system.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's no middle ground of this shit except for stupidity. Like, you got one side Biden, you vote for this person for, you know, trying to get what you want to get out of them, what you can get out of them. Then you got Trump, who, you know, is just all the way out there. He's just out there. Then the middle part of it is just stupid people that do some shit like not vote at all or vote for Kanye just because he's
Birthday
black.
party shit. You know, birthday party.
The birthday party. So you vote for Kanye, you think he's gonna throw you a free birthday party or something? You gonna shoot some hen dog in the air, some
No.
shit? Like, go ahead, man.
Like people like that don't have the right to even discuss black issues. You know what I'm saying? You're done with those. You know what I'm saying? So anything
Like
you
that,
do,
you need to jump off the bridge. Just kill yourself.
you're done.
You
You're
stupid.
done. You're done with it. Just like I feel the same way about Killer Mike and all these people. You just cannot. You're done. You know what I'm saying? You cannot tell me about black issues when you sabotage and shit. That helps us. So, no, motherfucker. Killer Mike, all these clowns, yeah?
Oh, okay. So I know I said that. Y'all see the pattern, right?
Huh?
You had Reagan.
Oh, wait, slow down there.
You had Reagan 8 years. Then you followed up with 4 years of Bush. That's all Republican right there. Then you get 8 years of Clinton. Followed up with 8 years of George W. Bush. Then you followed up with 8 years of Obama. So to counteract that 8 years of Obama, you want to eat 8 years of a Republican. And that's just the way they're done. Because everything that Obama did, or so-called did, they got to undo. And then when the next president did that, he got to undo everything Trump did. And this is the cycle of that. This will be perpetuated. This is the system.
No.
Clinton undid everything that Reagan did in the 80s. He had to fix it. Apparently that was a boom at the time for the economy. I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I was at the bottom of the totem. I ain't see it.
He was doing bad in the 80s for sure.
Yeah, so when the man Clinton got there, he changed everything up. So 8 years it prospered. The debt went down, everything. So what happened? George W. come in,
Spent all that.
spent that shit, started a war, or finished the war. After that, what did your man Obama have to do? Fix George W. Bush. They had to fix it. All that messed up. So this is the cycle of the country.
Okay, slow down right there. Let's stop. If that wouldn't happen, if everybody would vote all the time, right?
They didn't vote. They
Because-
voted for George W. Bush.
You would never get a Bush in there
Nope.
to take shit back.
They voted
You
for.
see what I'm saying?
It was. They voted half. Oh, they voted half and half, right? So, like I said, Florida was the last state This is why every election since then, guess whose eyes is on? Florida. Florida, Ohio, little stupid states like that. Because remember, the votes of Al Gore went in the truck and rolled off to shred it.
Yeah.
So that's when the Supreme Court, this is when people, presidents, appoint Supreme Court justices. Because, things like that. Then, next thing you know, Bush got it because the Supreme Court said something about it.
Bush won because he was more popular than Gore. Gore was bland, just like
But they
everybody.
didn't really fuck with Gore like that.
Nobody liked Gore, especially his white people. Typical was even worse than Gore for her self-righteousness. But that's the hit on it, you know what I'm saying?
That is here.
No. That's a point, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why Bush really won. And he didn't run the country. From what I saw in the thing, the man McCain was running the country the first 4 years. After that,
You mean Sheen?
McCain, all of them.
Big Sheen?
Yeah.
Oh man, what's the man on Hardball? Y'all used to watch Hardball on MSNBC?
Yeah.
And they would be pressed to call that nigga Sheen. Like everybody called Chain, right? So he get on he always be like, his name is Sheen. Like, okay, motherfucker.
Just call it.
You know who we talking about then? The old motherfucking off with him. Destroying shit. You know what I'm saying?
Your man did.
Exactly. I don't know who's worse no more, man. It's a blur name. Like Reagan, Bush's, and Trump, man. You don't know who worse. I know it's worse overall.
Trump.
Yeah. Shit.
Work. The rich black people don't say that. They love Trump.
That's because they out the recession.
Think so?
They eat good.
Think
Trust
so?
me. I know they is.
Yeah,
They
by
got
kissing,
payroll tax. They
by
ain't
kissing
paying.
their ass.
Everybody buying their shit. They ain't paying their customers. I mean, the employees tax and shit they supposed to be.
Nah.
They cleaning up out here. Shout out to Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
You know, we out in a pandemic, but yet you don't get half the pay. How that sound?
He did give y'all some chicken and water.
Fuck that.
That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You gotta fucking vote, man. They don't get no smarter than like the stuff he complaining about, one side wants that, other side don't. You know what I'm saying?
Democrats don't want it.
If you just let the Democrats run everything, then I understand y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. Yeah, they telling y'all about the presidential vote. That ain't the real vote. It's all them underneath on a little card. Them the ones y'all need to vote in.
Yeah,
Representatives and the senators and all that. That's what y'all need to be attacking. The president is the president. But the ones who really control the shit is the House and the Republican, representatives and all that shit.
because
You
you
got
got
majority Democrats, then shit gonna get passed. But I don't know, I say that, but then when it is a Democratic House, they still don't pass shit. It's most likely a Republican president. So he ain't gonna put the bill up anyway. I'm gonna fight that. I'm gonna use my executive order.
That's like tomorrow's supposed to be tomorrow is the so-called Prussia execution of the postmaster tomorrow. It's supposed to be sitting in front of Congress for a while these changes going on with the postal system. And why is he doing it right before the election time? So then he had a letter, and it was like, because he's getting pressure. So now he says that from now on until after the election, changes ain't gonna be made. And that's because they about to crucify his ass tomorrow.
Most definitely. When he get up there, they gonna tell. Hold
They're
on.
gonna tear his ass up like they did Bob.
Nah. What's gonna happen is they gonna get up there. The only people who gonna be tearing and holding his ass is Democrats.
Oh, it's gonna be some Republicans.
Republicans gonna be defending his ass up there.
Some of them gonna be defended. A lot of them gonna be defended, but some Republicans they gonna be crucifying his ass too.
So, question for Rad, man. What do you honestly expect is gonna happen this November? I want to hear it truthfully, man, because I already know. I got a gut feeling. The fiction's in. You know what I'm saying?
I think so too. I think
But I want to hear what Rad, honestly, from the deep soul of Rad, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear what he really honestly think will happen in November.
You heard what I said earlier? I said Trump is throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at this.
He ain't even got to, man. The fact that people ain't gonna vote, people ain't gonna know where to vote. The confusion's already there.
Because they closed election polls down because of pandemic, because of a pandemic that he started an election year,
Yeah.
closing shit down, using it as an advantage, as a scapegoat that he blamed the pandemic for why the polls are closed.
Not just that. He ran out of distractions. That's why he's trying to get the sports back up. And then distracting us. So that's all we can focus on is this election coming up. Everybody in the world, well, everybody in the United States of America wants to see this man now. Yeah. Unless you in the 2% that's fucking stinky rich or well off. And you laugh at when you got $1,200 stimulus check and you got like $18 million in the bank. You're like, what the fuck is this $1,200 for? Yeah. What would you wipe my ass for?
Yeah, that part I didn't understand.
I'm like, why even send it to him?
They just gave it to everybody.
Yeah, I'm about to say, why even send it to him?
What was the point?
I was trying to figure that out myself.
But then you got to talk about that the PPP loan, small business loan, well has ran dry.
But I think tomorrow they're gonna tear a hole in the mailman ass. The mailman dude.
Yeah, they're gonna tear a hole in his ass.
This is one time I don't know what to say about it because, come on, man, how the fuck all of a sudden they gonna be ready for
The fucked up part about it, everybody, again, pandemic distraction. He pointed this guy in the middle of the pandemic.
Okay.
When I seen that article, I was like, oh yeah, the fix is in.
Yeah, well, I'm like, okay, all schools are still doing the homeschooling, right? Why don't you just use schools like you've been doing?
But see, some students got pushed into going to school, and now 100,000 students
Have them off for the 2 weeks.
got the Rona.
Other people who ain't working had them come down there and help.
They got the roll in.
Yeah. Said 100,000. They said 100,000 kids got exposed to it.
More than that. All the kids going back to college, man, selling college kids.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah.
y'all doing?
They going from state to state. It's all over. Man, they gonna stop this shit. This shit, dog. There's so much you keep doing.
Tell these kids don't party. They gonna tell an 18, 19-year-old not party. Fuck why?
You know why other countries, especially China, they have very low numbers? Because they not stupid.
I don't believe that numbers, though.
Yeah, I know. I said, how can you really track? Because some people are asymptomatic unless everybody's getting tested.
But then,
no.
another thing, those countries you can't really, because they, you know what I'm saying? We free. You know what I'm saying?
It's trying to say they ain't free.
They can lock them up completely down. It's free. You don't come the fuck out for nothing. No.
Yeah, because they not free.
Like if you in China, though, really locked down, nigga. Like if you see your face, you going to jail, nigga. Simple as that.
Matter of fact, they said they put in guns. If they see you on the street, they put a gun in your head.
So it's different in other
Take your
countries.
ass
Like,
back in.
they pass a law, but niggas gonna still go outside and say fuck a mask and all that shit. Now, what the fuck?
So they don't respect the law. That's what I'm saying.
But you
Yeah,
go to
they
these
don't.
countries that's like Saudi Arabia and all that shit. There's no love. Everybody got masks on, basically covering their face up anyway.
About to say, man, they already do that.
Yeah, because it's pretty polluted over there.
The female's face is already covered. So Saudi Arabia talking about they ain't got no cases. It's bullshit. How the fuck you have a whole country and nobody get corona?
Because it never made it over
Get
there.
the fuck out of here, yeah.
I don't think it never made it over.
It never made it over there.
It's either they
No.
never made it over there or they strict on their shit.
Oh, them
Oh,
niggas
yeah?
lying like shit.
You lying like shit.
Nigga, y'all remember all the officials and shit was sweating bullets early in the middle of this shit? Them niggas had that shit early.
Go to Saudi Arabia and see if you come back with the grown.
You go over there, all the niggas got that shit.
Nah, I ain't got that shit. It's too hot over there, dog.
You know, we talked to main man, what's his name? Durr?
Yeah,
You know, he live in Saudi Arabia and shit.
yeah. He said he ain't had that shit.
And you say, like you said, they locked down, what, 6 months or some shit?
Yeah.
Locked the fuck down. That's it.
Oh yeah, I remember Derek.
Yeah, he been on the podcast a couple of times. He be tripping. So.
Yeah, I know. He said your conspiracy theory said next level.
Yeah. He not. Okay, you think Radical Rail's radical? Okay, yeah. He on another level radical. What? He one of the radicals
gotta
that
come
won't,
back
that
to-
can't survive in America type radical.
Oh, he got to come up with this podcast. I haven't seen him yet.
For real, you ain't seen him in a while?
Yeah, I got to see him. I got
Yeah,
to know where his mind is coming from since he converted over.
Nah, he what party is that? Socialist Party is what he was in. He's in the Socialist Party. He one of them niggas don't vote for nobody. Nobody but himself. He was in a party that he was running for vice president, and it was a lady that worked in the Smithfield was running for president. Y'all knew that?
No.
It was a lady in our motherfucker that worked in Smithfield Packard, that was running for president, dog, for Socialist Party. Y'all didn't even know that. She was in lunch with us and everything.
Yeah.
Literally running for president, dog.
Just saying the judge, kid.
Exactly. Exactly.
That dream is
It was a white lady, yo. Y'all probably don't even remember. She was in the mainline for a minute. Y'all probably don't remember.
I probably remember.
Then she went in the pack on. And him and her, they should be in there reading the social party stuff. When I first started working there, that's what got me into politics. Really, I ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? All the niggas just white. I ain't give a fuck. They all white. They ain't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? So he was in this shit where it wasn't even parties. It was a party I never heard of, like birthday type shit, bro. Shit. Like, nigga, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And he started showing me that there was a lot of people in that shit. There was a couple people that was working there that was in it, and they was running for president. The shit was funny as shit. I'm just looking at these motherfuckers. Y'all serious right there? You know what I'm saying? Start trying to tell me, oh yeah, this is my agenda. Yeah, okay. But I was trying to tell Rail that so many people run for president, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't want all these type of people being your president. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I don't want to be stuck with two people that I just don't fuck with. And that's the problem. I was like, we could do better than.
I get that. It's an argument for that. But it's like,
Nah, I don't feel like you applying yourself, Smokey. I don't think y'all trying to find the right candidate. I think y'all just gonna take what's out there. Or as they say, pay their dues. They kissed all the big corporations' ass and did a lot of fucked up bills and put enough people away. Oh, now it's your turn to lead. And I don't like that system. Cause that ain't what it is. Like you said, it should be about the people. It's not about the people. They ain't give a fuck about it. They're using the people to further their agenda.
yeah.
I don't want to be used. I take offense to that. So yeah, I'm hard on them. I'm like, yeah, earn my vote. You really want it? Earn it. But I know everybody say, oh, we don't really need it. I was like, okay, cool. You don't really need my vote.
So now, everybody know my list, right? Now everybody know I got a list that I'll be almost. Killer Mike is like the kingpin of my list. You know what I'm saying?
Killer Mike.
You know? But it's like a gang of them, though, right? I never forget these faces, right? You had Nina Turner. Everybody know her, right? Nina Turner, you know her?
Not familiar with her.
You put her face up here. You had her. You had Killer Mike. You recognize her?
Nah.
You had Killer Mike. Y'all know you recognize this clown.
Of course.
Know you recognize him.
Harvard philosophy.
I know you recognize him. He used to be NCAA. He was the president. And he was backing Sanders last joint, right? You remember that?
Yeah, why you hating on Sanders, though?
No, not. It ain't about Sanders.
Oh, okay.
It ain't even about Sanders. It's about these black people, right?
They
These black
tired
people.
of fighting over who's gonna be the new slave master.
Nah, man. They push black people in a row down to somewhere that there was a losing cause for black people, right?
Still is.
So I need these people to apologize.
Nah.
You have to apologize to us, though.
What? How you not losing when you was doing it with their other?
Nah.
Either way, you losing.
When you get up there and try to push
And use your platform.
an 80-year-old white dude, Killer Mike.
And 77-year-old Biden better.
No. At this time,
No, 77-year-old Biden.
I'm trying to figure out. They won't say nothing about Biden. Why not?
Because they don't fuck with Biden. Only you fuck
Well,
with
no,
Biden.
why though? Because they scared to say something. Because they jumped out on a limb
For Sanders.
and
They wanted Sanders.
tanked the motherfucking election last time.
They don't want.
Cornell.
They wanted Sanders.
West.
Bro.
You
Y'all
can't
want
even-
Sanders. Y'all scared of his views.
Who couldn't even stand motherfucker Obama.
Why couldn't you?
That's not bad.
Why knew you would stand Obama? Because he's black.
I mean, he couldn't stand him though.
You only fuck with Obama because he's Nigerian.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog.
You fuck with Obama because he's Nigerian.
They tanked the election, dog.
Yeah, okay.
So either they apologize, and I don't hear them talking about black issues. No.
Nah, why can't they talk about black issues?
Why you gonna talk about black issues and you tank
How you think
the election for big racists? You made it blurry for black people to choose between a bigot ass racist bigot.
Okay, and a sexy and a female
Hey, so
bigot
what?
ass
No.
and a
That's
fake
your
female bigot.
Them your feelings. We sure about this one.
That ain't my feelings.
We
That's
sure about
facts.
the orange food.
That's facts.
Him, we sure about.
Just because Hillary Clinton said she gonna pick her hot sauce better, don't mean she.
Nah. Okay,
Stop
let's
that
take
shit.
another
Stop
route
that
then.
shit, man.
You torpedoed the election. Let's take Hillary out. For an 80-year-old white dude that signed every gun bill that sent guns in
Yeah,
every hood.
you want you to look.
So make up your mind. What black issue? That's why they don't have no right
guns
to
is a
talk
black
about.
issue? Guns is a black issue.
Nah,
Because you told me they choose to pick these guns up.
I don't want to hear them talking about.
No. Don't backtrack.
Killer Mike talking about here black activists. Get that the fuck out of here.
Why
There ain't no black
activists?
activists.
More black
Get the
activists
fuck
than
out.
you is.
How is he an activist
Yeah.
and he lead black people down the wrong road to get murdered, milked? How the fuck? That's
What
who's
are you
he?
talking about? So you an activist who leading down a peace road and ain't getting you nowhere.
What do you mean?
The same shit that Martin Luther King was talking about you spend now ain't getting you nowhere.
So you don't think they torpedoed the last election?
Nah,
Really?
they do. No one torpedoed the last election.
Who?
The Russians.
Nah, they part of it.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm not letting these
And with people,
clowns that stood
We-
beside Sanders for the whole.
And Hillary did. She wasn't a good candidate. She should have been pressed for it.
Nah, it's cool to have your pick in the Democratic Party. That's
I
cool.
understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to tell you, she wasn't the right choice for the party.
When was the time to stop that and start focusing on that racial?
We tried to get Bernie Sanders in there. Y'all didn't want Bernie Sanders.
Okay, it was a time to stop and focus on the bigot. When was that time? None of them stopped doing that.
They can live with a Trump. Cause hey, half of them,
They can
all
live.
of them got with money. So at the
Okay.
end of the day, they can get a tax cut.
Wait.
All of them got money. All of them can live with Trump. Trump will give them a tax cut, even though he a bigot.
Real.
His shit's for the rich, not for
Real.
white.
Real.
There's a difference.
But you're missing the point though.
I understand what you're saying. They will live with that. They couldn't live with Hillary.
Let's
That's
see
what
what
I'm
you're saying. Let's see what
I
you're saying.
understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You said they sabotaged her. I'm telling you what they could live with. They could not live with Hillary. That's why she didn't get it. I don't care. I keep trying to tell you that.
You could actually live with the plantation owner. The nigga that runs the plantation.
Still
These
on
people
plantation,
right
no
here-
matter what.
These people right
You
here
fighting over who's gonna
see
be the man.
to the racist bigot of them all and tell you that's better than a female.
If I told you that he did that as a show to win, you would look at me like I'm stupid, right?
Like, it's no way you could tell me you for black issues, dog, and you sent me to a racist with his mouth open and slobber coming out the
He
corner.
didn't tell them to vote for Trump.
Really?
He didn't tell them to vote for Trump. But them not
You
voting.
didn't tell him to vote for Trump.
He didn't tell them to vote for Trump.
What's the difference when you torpedo the only person left that's running against him?
She was the same.
The shit was over. They still talking about, "Hey, they all the same, you know?
It's all
They all the same.
Yeah.
That's why they torpedoed the election.
Nah. You want people to eat that shit. People don't want to eat that shit.
And I ain't gonna put my girl in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
I ain't gonna put my girl in it.
did. Yeah, you did.
But she was the communications director for his campaign. So she was fucking dead in it. My man cut her hair too. My man graduated from the same barber school I graduated from. He cut her hair. But that's beside the point. You know what I'm saying? Once you with Sanders, you torpedoed the election for black people. Simple as that. Black people gotta sit here under a racist president now because of what y'all did.
All of them racist.
Because of what y'all did. You know
Every
what I'm saying?
president that's ever took a seat is a racist.
Just because of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Jay?
I think it's because they found that Bernie Sanders was an independent. This is the reason why, because they keep going Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. But my thing about the whole thing is that I was looking at the documentary on Amazon. It's called Fahrenheit 11/9. Not 9/11, 11/9.
Mhm.
And it was depicted everything about Trump. This is Michael Moore, Michael Moore makes good joints.
You know, he
You know,
real
we
left wing.
don't do that conspiracy.
He real left wing with his shit
You
too.
know what I'm saying? We don't really condone.
It's more like it's not really conspiracy. It's like it's not conspiracy. I'm gonna tell you because at the beginning of the joke, it was telling how Trump was like fucking up left and right, like businesses, and it was fucking up. How he was trying to fuck his daughter and shit like that. And that's damn sure ain't no conspiracy.
Hey, you had motherfuckers dress up in dresses and shit. We all know they crazy. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I get you. You know what I'm saying? Rabbit don't understand, but I give you coming.
I just don't like racists.
So
I'm so black.
So
I'm
you
really
think,
black.
So you think sexism ain't worse than racism?
Man, fuck that. Sexism didn't hang your ass.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. But you telling me like there wasn't all like,
To me, the black
like
person's arch enemy is racist, bigots. Period. That's our arch enemy. And if you tell me, oh fuck it, we can live under racist president besides this lady.
We're arch enemy of ourselves too.
Huh?
We are arch enemy of ourselves.
I haven't heard it.
the level of now you have the Democratic Party.
It's not even a party.
It is, dog.
I don't like bigots.
You saying blue don't matter what. Blue can put races up there, you don't care. It's blue.
Where they at?
They are all on racist, dog.
Long as
Every
that
blue
last
person, motherfucker,
I don't give a fuck.
they racist, dog.
You know what I'm saying? That's a mental
They
issue.
liberal racist, but they still racist.
That's your mental problem, right? Long ain't lashing out. That's when you know they racist. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you. Racism bigotry comes in all shapes and forms. You can hide bigotry and stab it in somebody's back, or you be like Trump
And be upfront
and be upfront with it.
But it's a hoax. It's obvious it's a hoax. That's the only way he was gonna get in there. If he got them country people and them hits, he played to them. They voted for him. That's the only way he was gonna get in.
Again,
So he had to do what he had to do to get in the office.
when you say the other person's not upfront with it, that turns into your feelings.
How?
You think they are racist and bigots.
I know they're racist in the
You
big.
don't.
You wouldn't have made those
You
type of
know
laws.
Trump is.
So you telling me when Biden made that law back in the 70s, he wasn't racist?
You can't tell me Obama picked
You can't tell me anybody who grew up in the
President,
50s and the 60s and the
Yeah,
second
you can't skip over the real facts though. You can't tell Obama picked the racist for his vice president.
He
It's
did.
gonna hard for me.
He didn't have no choice who he picked
It's
as
gonna
his
be
vice
hard for
president.
me.
He didn't pick anybody. The party picked it, and Obama ran with it.
Okay, Obama had a speech yesterday and he praised him up and down for 20 minutes.
Obama a fool.
Why would he do that?
Obama was a fool. Stop it.
For a bigot racist. Why would he do that? I'm confused like shit.
So honestly, Jay, any person born, and these niggas old now. These are the 70s, so they raised in the 40s. You don't think none of them big as Jay? All these politicians, all of them in their 70s, late 70s.
I ain't gonna say all of them.
All of them, Jay.
I would say
Take a good hard look at the mirror, Jay, and just realize all of them grew up in the 40s, 50s, and the 60s. They was implanted with that shit. And most of them grew up in the South. He grew up in Delaware. What the fuck you
That's
think is
another
Delaware?
called racist though.
Delaware.
Because they grew up in the 40s and 50s.
So you tell me anybody good back there feeling like, stop playing.
There wasn't nobody fighting that shit at that time. It was people fighting all that bigotry too though. Right?
You can't be serious.
They gotta be still alive, don't they?
No, they ain't lying. They all got shot, stabbed.
So
Set up,
Nancy
NJ.
Pelosi is a racist. See what I mean?
So she not?
Nancy
Why?
Pelosi is
Not why she not? Because she believe in democratic views
Why?
and she a party.
Why?
Some people overturn their racism for their party,
Why would
but
it
it's
be-
in them. Why can't you see that?
That's something that's cool, but that's just your feelings. That's what I'm trying to get
They ain't know this feelings. shit,
That's your
dog.
feelings when you start
You can
saying
see
like
me get
racist,
sprayed
bro.
by a water hole with a dog sit down. That's my feelings, though. You got a whole historical monument from like when they start recording this shit.
Because
That's my feelings.
I
All these
I
senators and
always
shit
say-
was in there when the little Emmett Till got killed. They was all alive right then. What did they do? Nothing.
my feelings will always be like that feds right there, fucking big.
I'm gonna be honest with
But
you.
I don't know until you pull me over and start saying you nigga. Then I'm clear. You see what I'm saying? It's just my feelings up there.
I'll be honest with you. If you somewhere and you got all these old Civil War, Civil War statues up, praising,
That's the problem.
praising.
That's your feelings right there. That's your feelings.
Praising these statues of
That's
old
it.
Super Wars. They not even praising the Union.
You
They're
can't
praising
praise
the South people.
Nah, that ain't good.
That ain't good. You sure?
They got statues up here everywhere. They don't even have a statue of a Union person. They have statues of all race people.
I'm trying to figure out what the tiki torch for. What's that for, though?
That means they're about to burn your house.
Yeah.
Put it on a cross in front of your line.
The rapper don't believe none of that, dog.
Like-
That's all feelings right there. They ain't did. They ain't raised kids. They ain't had kids. Pass that shit along.
It's definitely feelings.
That's feelings. All right.
It's both. I'm gonna say it's both because when people grow up, they admire certain figures, but it's also passed down from generations of hate and bigotry. Like, look, they could go to the store and say, "Look at that nigga right there. Look, keep a close eye on him. He ain't no goddamn good."
Like, when we doing violent people out there,
But-
I would see it.
Are you a bigot though? Right? Because I know when you see white people, you be like, yeah, you should feel the same way, right or wrong, right? Everybody do the same thing.
It's been on environment.
But you don't call yourself a bigot though, right? Or racist.
Can't be.
I'm not. Me personally, I'm not because there's a fine line between me. There's a fine line with me, like bigotry, like racism. Like if I see you or you bring that shit to me, we're gonna have to scrap, man.
My whole point
If
is,
you
I
call
done
me-
seen what that race been done. I done seen it, footage of it. So you can't tell me otherwise. So yeah, my guard is up. Of course it's gonna be up. Now that
My guard is up, but you know,
there's
what I'm saying?
there's some straight people out there that you know what I'm saying, hey, they on level. But at the end of the day, if you put it to the foot, if it's me or they race, they're gonna pick their race. They're not gonna pick the person. I done seen that happen too. Personally, sometimes I'm like, damn, that's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. And that's why my view is my view. You know what I'm saying? I seen all. You talking about all the people standing there when the motherfuckers spraying niggas with water hoses. They was good people right there, right? But they ain't stop them. So that means you bad. You ain't stand up to them and stop these people. You knew they were suppressing votes. They was intimidating people, throwing shit at them, fucking with them, threatening jobs so they didn't vote. You didn't stop them. That means you're a bad person. You weak and you bad. So that's two negatives. They not gone. They there. Trump exposing them for what they is because he's giving them a hot to come back out. But they're there. They never went anywhere.
They never win.
And that's what I'm trying to tell Brad. I'm like, you saying that, and the majority of the country is them. They just was been hiding. They undercover with it. And they don't know it. I'm like, where they went? They're subtle. They'll work with you. Yeah, I don't work by people. I didn't heard them say shit and they see you and turn around and get quiet. Like, damn, how you creep up behind me? I ain't see you there. I'm like, you go ahead and continue what you were saying. Back in this nigga what? Nigga this what? See?
I'm gonna tell you, the next 2 months will be so crucial. First of all, we gotta see what they throw at Kamala Harris, right? That's the first objective. There's so much shit at it right now. It's hard to grasp on what they're gonna stay with.
Gonna hit the same shit they do.
I already know they're gonna do the birth joint.
Yeah, she alright. She know what's up. She ain't worried anyway. She ain't black.
Definitely gonna do the birth. So
She ain't black. You know, she ain't a nigga. My bad. She ain't a Negro. There's two types of black things. She is not a Negro.
exactly. Now I'm on you. I'm with you when you do that.
She black though. She got some Jamaican in her, or just some fake.
Definitely black.
Some
Now-
faking and some Indian.
When you start talking Negroes, that's
Yeah.
another issue.
That's another thing. I don't see that represented
That'd be a
in
different
anywhere in the
race.
Congress.
You can't have a white mother and an African father from Jamaica and all that. That's not a Negro. Yeah, I get that. Now, born in motherfucking Louisiana.
So we get a Negro
Born in
president.
DC.
You holler at me. Then I'll go to the rooftop with
You
you.
get a female born in Louisiana, a nigga born in DC. Have a bit, then that's what you talking about. That's a Negro being born.
The Negro is there.
Yeah, she ain't cornbread fed some oxtail and curry goat.
You know?
perpetrating with that hot sauce. Stop that, man.
But you is black now.
Jerk chicken.
What's that other shit? African American thing.
She African American.
Yeah, you that.
She that.
You know what I'm saying? Leave me at the Negro and color.
So many things you want to actually get a Negro out there, man. I want to know.
You never.
Never, because yeah, too much slave blood, right?
Because we gonna want more shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say. There you go. Now you starting to understand where I come from.
Nigga,
That's why I consider black.
Be on
That
something
Negro,
different.
if you had to pick cotton somewhere in your timeline, and you can feel that shit in your slave genes in your blood, you know what I'm saying? That other shit, no. You perpetrate. That's why they say, when was first black president? I don't count that.
Yeah,
When I feel some slave blood in there, then you can talk to them.
So what we'll do? Y'all seen her speech yet?
Nah, don't put me to sleep.
At the Democratic
Don't put me to sleep.
You know? I done heard, so I want to hear
Well,
her.
they stay.
First, I want to hear how she
She
talk.
ain't got no flavor. She can't be no sister.
For justice in the civil rights movement of the 1960s. In the streets of Oakland and Berkeley, I got a stroller's eye view of people getting into what the great John Lewis called good trouble. When I was 5, my parents split, and my mother raised us mostly on her own. Like so many mothers, she worked around the clock to make it work, packing lunches before we woke up and paying bills after we went to bed, helping us with homework at the kitchen table and shuttling us to church for choir practice. She made it look easy, though it never was. My mother instilled in my sister Maya and me the values that would chart the course of our lives. She raised us to be proud, strong Black women. And she raised us to know and be proud of our Indian heritage. She taught us to put family first, the family you're born into,
Is that clear what she said
the
now?
most American way,
Huh?
marching together for justice in the civil rights movement of the 1960s. In the streets of Oakland and Berkeley,
Shit,
I got a stroller's eye view of
We're
people
not talking about Native American. We're talking
and
about
Hillary Clinton.
Amy, I'm sorry. That was wrong with me. I'm sorry.
But they were undeterred. Without fanfare or recognition, they organized and testified and rallied and marched and fought, not just for their vote, but for a seat at the table. These women and the generations that followed worked to make democracy and opportunity real in the lives of all of us who followed. They paved the way for the trailblazing leadership of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. And these women inspired us to pick up the torch and fight on. Women like Mary Church Terrell, Mary Floyd Bethune, Fannie Lou Hamer, and Diane Nash, Constance Baker Motley, and the great Shirley Chisholm. We're not often taught their stories, but as Americans, we all stand on their shoulders. And there's another woman whose name isn't known, whose story isn't shared, another woman whose shoulders I stand on. And that's my mother, Shamala Gopalan Harris. She came here from India at age 19 to pursue her dream of curing cancer. At the University of California, Berkeley, she met my father, Donald Harris, who had come from Jamaica to study economics. They fell in love in that most American way while marching together for justice in the civil rights movement of the 1960s.
Yeah. So they already switched.
You had a mother come here from what country?
India at 19 now. So she already raised as an Indian.
So she come here from just to go to school, really?
Yeah, and cure cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he came here to go to school.
Yeah, from Jamaica.
Yeah,
So,
they weren't
okay.
born here now.
Yeah, so then when he went, the parents was born here.
Nope.
Don't know about none of the real African sufferers. No Negro sufferers in them at all.
So we gotta find out if she was born.
I was her mother struggling like that. If she had a degree, I don't know. But okay.
Hold on, this is getting a little tricky.
Yeah, it's getting tricky now. You're starting to read between the lines here. I like that. See, I like this education right here, right? You know,
Like she said, she black.
sounds a bit fraudulent.
She black.
60s. In the streets of Oakland and Berkeley, I got a stroller's eye view of people getting into what the great John Lewis called good trouble. When I was 5, my parents split, and my mother raised us mostly on her own. Like so many mothers, she worked around the clock to make it work, packing lunches before we woke up and paying bills after we went to bed, helping us with homework at the kitchen table and shuttling us to church for choir practice. She made it look easy, though it never was. My mother instilled in my sister Maya and me the values that would chart the course of our lives. She raised us to be proud, strong Black women, and she raised us to know and be proud of our Indian heritage. She taught us to put family first. The family
right? Now you heard. Now you already know Obama gonna try. I mean, damn.
Okay.
First of all, Trump's gonna try to mix her thing up.
First of all. If you are not a Black mother, please don't act like you raised a Black daughter. Her mother is all 100% Indian. No nigga in her. So stop that. She raising to be Indian girls who happen to have Caribbean descent.
No.
Stop that, man. Only a Black woman can raise a Black woman.
What she said?
Only a Black woman can raise a Black woman. Stop that.
Did you hear what she said?
She raised a nice Indian girl. Thank you. Say that. She raised a nice Indian girl.
She raised me and Maya, my sister, as 2 Black, strong women. That's what she said now.
How? Hey, explain to me. This ain't my feelings right now. This is facts. I didn't know
she's
this.
saying it now.
And she's disrespecting all Black women. She's disrespecting all Black women right now.
But I think Trump is going to flip this shit all the way around.
So it's cool to say, my Indian mother raised me to be a Black woman. How does that even work?
First thing,
how?
First thing gonna come out of his mouth is, let's see a birth certificate.
There you go.
Oh my God, don't start that.
Because he did that in Obama.
Nah, man.
Let's see a birth certificate.
This gonna be terrible. He started that shit.
It's past that.
Then
But what if she was born one time?
Then WikiLeaks gonna come out of the middle of nowhere.
How did she get in this country? She had to be though. If her father and her mother was at Berkeley together, that means they was doing them, they had entanglement, and bang, that's how she got made. But all that raised to be strong Black women, you know, you're raised to be strong Indian women with some Caribbean descent in you. But okay. And I don't know what happened to the father. She ain't said nothing else about that. Now, if the father was in the picture, he might have said you got some Black in you. You know, he raised you up, but you don't know about your roots. You only know what your mother told you. And she ain't knowing from the real struggle. She came from 19 too. She ain't come over here when she was like 9 or 10, you know what I'm saying? She was over there a good 20 years in her own country. Her influence in her country was there. And where does crab practice come from? I ain't see too many Indians in church, y'all. I'm not judging. I never seen no Indians in the church. Especially at no crab practice. Have PJ? I mean, come on, man. No, you saw people going Southeast bread. Come on, man.
She's Black though.
Stop that shit, man. It don't really matter. I mean, we splitting hairs. I'm just saying,
Black.
I want it to be factual. Be who you are. Like you always tell me, be who you are.
No,
be who you are, man. You already got the presidency. Say,
She
man,
might be like
I'm a
this.
strong Indian one.
My mother was white and Black, my father was Black and all that shit. And people be like, oh, how you identify yourself, right? When people ask that. She already cleared that up.
She's
I'm
black.
Black. That's not no discussion to
The
have.
only problem I have with it is that Trump will pull that card out.
Oh man, I already gave Trump 3 things right there. We can start with, first of all, that's assault to Black women. You saying you was clearly raised by an Indian woman.
Huh?
Who knew nothing about the culture of being a Black woman.
If he give her a nickname,
But that's
all
true.
that.
Hey, that's true.
Yeah.
What you said is true.
He was on it.
He assaulted women too.
Yeah.
Always. Hey, I won't be like him.
But they don't say nothing about him. Grab him by the pussy. Pussycat.
He got money to make that shit go.
Nigga said pussycat.
I'm in jail. Dog and shit. Hey, you ain't grab my pussy, huh? Nah, I ain't got time for it. But yeah, man, just tell her, man, be her, man. You was raised by a nice Indian woman. She raised you right. I understand it. All that crying, all that. That sound like it was thrown for the culture. They already gave you the vote. You don't need to pretend. That turned people off right there. Man.
What vote?
They already gave her the vote. They gave her the vice president vote. There you go.
Nah, she was picked.
Nah, she wanted to be selected. What select?
For black people.
Yeah, basically. The caucus went there and said, yo, you gotta pick her, man. But we ain't doing nothing. We're gonna sit on our asses. That's basically how that went. The moment they said that they wasn't looking for the right candidate, it was gonna be a female. Come on. Then we sat down and went to the list of how many qualified females really are there. You had to take her.
Yeah.
But tell her, man, hey, send her, at her on Twitter or something like, yo, be real, yo. Say my Indian mother raised me to be a nice Indian woman. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know what a choir was, none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? You was probably raised in a middle class neighborhood. Because if your mother, any type of doctor, ain't no way you in the hood. You don't know about the real struggle. And you can tell by the way you talk, the way you act. You ain't got the struggle in you. Anybody who deal with the struggle, who make it, gonna be more conscious of how it is at the bottom. She don't have that in her. I don't see no remorse in her. I don't see no apathy in her. I don't see none of that. All she cared about is what she cared about, her agenda. It's moving her ahead. And the females. That's it. That's all she talk about. She about her gender. That's it. Where the apathy at, right?
As a matter of fact, tonight he accepted the nomination tonight. I go different.
Rather be dodging questions, man. Where the apathy at, man? You from the hood.
She alright.
She all right.
She's black.
She black.
That's what we need right now. Black. She said she's black.
She said she black. Okay, so the Kardashians say she black too, right?
You heard her say she's black.
The Kardashians say she black too. It's
She's
amazing. They
working
want
on
your
it.
struggle, but they don't want to go through your struggle. That's amazing.
They just want to dip in our culture and prosper us.
Oh, okay.
Like Eminem. Yeah, you like Eminem, right?
Huh?
Yeah, he dipped in our culture,
This
prosper
is our
us.
culture.
Roll up.
These boys did it. You want to keep going with it?
These boys, they ain't profit that much.
You know, when I did, I nigga stole him.
Kid Rock.
You know, Kid Rock too.
Yeah.
You know, what's that corn? They would put your man Cube in there.
Oh.
Corn. He tore with Cube.
Lennon Park.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
Lennon Park.
They
Them
get all of them. Yeah.
Them biscuits.
Damn, the biscuit fell off.
Now that's different right there.
You know?
That's collabing with the culture.
All right. Hey, still profit on all them Jews is NFL agents. There you go. Drew Roadhouse and all of them. There you go. You want to keep going though?
That's different. We got a motherfucking video that just passed over 100 views.
That's what's up.
You know what was doing that like.
Well, guess what? It's time for that hot chip.
You sound like rap. You just want to eat the motherfucker. They're like, see, we ain't have to subscribe. They gonna eat that motherfucker regardless.
You know? You gonna crash down on that joint, nigga. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in right now. Download our podcast too. Download our podcast Spotify, Google Podcasts, or Apple Podcasts. You know. Matter of fact, anywhere that says podcast, we there. You know what I'm saying? Now,
We in there like swimwear.
let's leave that one. Let's leave that. What's going on with the bubble, man? What's going on with the Lakers? What's happening here? Yeah?
I don't know.
I'm blowing there's a bubble going on. They fucking being segregated and shit.
It's Dame time.
Dame time.
Think so?
I'm just. I get it. People need a distraction. They out of all the leagues, the NBA is doing it the best. The baseball got all them fucking cases, and they still playing. I mean, that shit is just atrocious. Baseball.
This shit is.
NFL, it's gonna be rough too. I don't know how you're gonna do that. College football, it got spring and it got fall. I'm like, how you do that? It's just y'all just trying too much, man. I get it, but it's the economy. I'm already trying to tell you. They talk all that. They don't pay college players, but they want them to go out there and risk their lives for nothing.
It's about the money. And the bad thing about it, I mean, I'm sure, I know they're getting paid their regular salaries and stuff, but They should throw in clauses like, pandemic clause. So
Yeah, I'm
Everybody
saying
need that right around there.
I'm about to say the government should mandate these companies pay these people, man. Especially if you consider it essential. That means they can't let you go or make you leave. You should be getting paid more. Should no profit be going toward that company? We gotta eat something, they gotta eat something too. But that government don't work like that. They like, fine, we'll give them payroll tax. And there you go, right there. They made like $2 billion off this payroll tax.
and that's what we got paid. Well, that's what they're trying to get us to pay.
Another thing, why we even paying tax? This year is tax-free year, for real.
No bullshit.
Coming in the end of this year, I'll show you
And,
about
they
tax.
get, and we got to get it.
Yeah.
So, like, this is not our fault. Y'all the ones that dropped the ball.
I'm talking real sensitive people been doing 12 hours every day, multiple weeks. They gonna get crushed.
So what companies out there working people like that and not helping them out? Like, you tell me there's a company out there that's giving you the bare minimum, ain't giving you nothing extra?
I know some hospitals are.
Yeah. Amazon works like a bone.
Yeah.
For all you Prime members who think that shit cute, get your shit in 2 days. Just remember, them motherfuckers got bust their ass to get that shit to you. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Tip.
Post office work.
Man, so got bust their ass.
Bust your ass to get that shit to you
UPS
today.
work.
UPS getting killed. FedEx getting killed. Every McDonald's working all around the clock. Nobody want to cook no more.
Grocery store.
Grocery stores. The main essential one. You know what I'm saying?
CVS.
Y'all deal with y'all ass because y'all in the house all day. Don't bring that shit to the grocery store, people. We here to help y'all, not to be y'all punching bag. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't got something in there, it ain't there. It ain't no chicken. You should got it up early. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. I'm fight my head off because ain't no chicken in it. I'm telling you,
He said shit got up early.
Check
you know, we put out what we got.
Pharmacy workers, hospital workers, especially.
Shouts out to all the central workers.
All essential workers.
That's crazy.
Government don't give a fuck about you.
Oh, man. Range through the corona. They don't care, man.
Now that, it depends on who you got in there.
Keep saying that, but I don't know. I don't remember Obama doing too much either. Technically, Trump did give us more than Obama did. Obama's stimulus was 250, 350.
Nah, that joint was less than that.
I'm about to say. I remember that.
Oh, stimulus, yeah.
Yeah, that little
But
stimulus.
the unemployment joint was just $30. It was no way near no $600.
I don't even remember that shit.
Yeah, I remember that. You know, Frank was talking about that shit. Like, we ain't get the stimulus yet.
But see,
I ain't get that stimulus yet.
the other thing about it, Trump ain't even do that. That's Congress that did that.
But, you know, he could have been an asshole and veto some of that shit. But he ain't want to do all that. That's why I say they do what they want to do. You know,
And the other thing is that pandemic should never happen in the first place.
well,
And it had doctors and people on top of it. This food fireball.
not just that. You can be real with yourself. Like, the flu can spread like that, too.
Yo, Master P, I'm in here rap.
Because we had Ebola. Ebola died just like that. The only problem,
Yeah. Yeah, Ebola, yeah.
They go by contagious.
That's when Obama was president, though.
Anything that we pass by, talking to the first person, that shit gonna spread like wildfire.
Huh?
The corona. That's why you gotta wear the mask. You know, talking to you without your mask, don't leave that shit.
I think everything now, we just.
Oh yeah, going to the store without your mask. That's 2020 right there.
Shit wrong.
I always went to the 7-Eleven, I was like, damn. I about to open the door, man looked at me, I was like, damn, I ain't got nothing on my face. Let me go back to
Yeah, that shit blown.
yeah, homeless man checked me today about that. He was like, you go to the, he was a Spanish guy. He said, yeah, hey, it's bad. I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, mask. Oh, let me run to the car real quick.
That man shit tripping me out.
that shit trip you out. Yeah, you sound like running my front.
I gotta run back to the car and all that shit, man.
I gotta wear masks. I was like, ain't my rule, dog.
Shit, enough.
I seen kids comfortable wearing that shit. I'm like,
That's
only if
I don't
y'all
even want your kids through this type of shit.
They going through it.
Like they don't need to be around putting the mask and shit on and shit, cool and all that stuff.
this is supposed to be the future of our lives, and they gotta wear goddamn mask.
That shit gonna fuck around and do something to my kids. Had to walk around masks and stuff. They probably around doing that shit for the rest of their life. Get addicted to that shit. Around wearing masks all the time.
But people don't want to put the money towards curing these diseases. They just want to treat them. Seeing how it's asymptomatic and some people get it and don't know what happened to them, they give two flying fucks. Survival of the fittest, baby.
Most of that shit don't matter until they folks get it. They get 8-9 bills in the company. That's when you get that fake ass motherfuckers. See, that's little people y'all should be going at right around there. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't even talk about HIV and AIDS anymore. Before they used to black that shit all the time. Oh, see, that don't want it no more. Man, you got
Man, everything.
I heard this, they got drugs that can make it, don't even count in your system no more.
Yeah.
Man, you still got it, but
It's been years. It should have something like that shit.
you know, it's like polio.
Well,
We
30
got
years.
Magic Johnson when he is killed.
He should start. He should have made billions. Him and his doctor. Should have hit that shit, make billions off that shit.
See, that's what's wrong with murder right there. That thought right in your head right there.
He
You
should
should
have.
helping the people out. You want to get rich.
He should have got paid.
Oh, Magic Johnson.
Yeah, that nigga still alive. Nigga ain't never been sick or none of that.
Yeah, no. He got the
Still
money.
something, huh?
Like nigga, we had no moment in time when he was in the hospital. Like, oh shit. Well, just kid, none of that.
Easy E went through
When he was on just kid, it was done.
You know, full blow, they.
Oh, he ain't get a chance to do none of that. He didn't even hear Magic even get the chance to do all that shit.
it. He's like, oh, I got AIDS. Then next thing you know, he had just killed me.
Yeah, it was
No
over.
weeks later.
The time you hear about with AIDS, then you hear about it. Dang, that shit one time.
This is America, dog.
America with 3 Ks.
Man, the way she talked, man, throws me off.
Nah, you got to, right? You for the party, right?
The way she
You're a team player, right? You're a team player.
I just like when she say she black. I'm good. She said it early, though. She said it real early. Ray just black.
You was right. How, right?
That's what
Explain
she
that
said,
to me.
dog.
You can't even explain that to me.
She
How was
said.
you raised by a black?
She said she raised black.
I heard that part.
You heard it?
Then what she said, I was raised
She
black.
was like, I was raised as a
And
black
and
woman.
everybody may be aware of my heritage from Asia. So what she saying is, I'm black. That was shit they had to tell me about. You know what I'm saying?
How's that possible, right?
They had to explain the Asian piece of part of me. You know what I'm saying?
How?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The shit don't matter to me.
It don't.
Huh?
But, you know, the race part. But it's like, okay, like my great grandmother, she was a slave.
There you go.
And she escaped with the Indians. That's why that's why I asked is, you know,
Mm-hmm. She escaped, bro.
she escaped with the Indians.
What's up? That's all that
The
matters.
Indians ain't racist.
No, they didn't do shit either. But they had their own shit. They was getting tapped off.
They wasn't really being, they didn't really have to escape. They was just, they weren't really fucked with until motherfuckers try to take their territory.
Right. They started getting them blankets and shit.
So they ain't have to run no way. You know what I'm saying? We had to run. We was running.
Yeah, we had to run. We had to hide too.
We was getting the fuck.
I get that fact.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know. Someone like you was like, man, ain't no wrong with the plantation, man.
Unless,
Man, we good, man. We get the leftover
unless
ball.
you think like Kanye, Harriet Tubman freed the slaves just to work for other white people.
Cold in.
How you figure?
Don't ask me.
What? He gives you a fact.
Nah, I don't get what he said.
He freed them, but like you said, he freed them to go work for white people.
I mean, let's say for instance, you free somebody. You gonna go to another white person and work for free again?
Yeah, you
What?
got to. How else you gonna make money? Black people didn't own them back then.
White person working for free.
Yeah.
You gonna work for free for somebody else?
How else you gonna make money? You ain't own nothing.
Now you call her helping people out of the situation, then taking them to work. It's making them work for white people. I don't know about that.
Well, they ain't making you work. You could not work and then go to jail.
Yeah, or stay slave. You talking
There
about?
you go.
You had to eat some kind of way. Slave. I mean, slave you ate. It's just
Yeah.
dog food.
Now you get the whole.
It's just pig. It's everything off the pig.
Everything.
That's how we start eating chitlins and shit like that.
They are making that shit.
I can't.
That's the
eat
shit they threw on the back and shit. Like, and we start cooking that shit up. What else you got in there, motherfucker? You know? They throw chitlins and all that shit. That's trash. You know what I'm saying? They throw that shit out the back. We cooking that shit
that.
up.
They start making Vienna sausage.
6 years later, we still cooking that shit up.
Pig knuckle.
You know?
Pig
Hog,
fry and
hog.
everything. Yeah. Hog, ham hog.
Ham hock, hog.
Like they're dirty people. They're real dirty.
Oh.
Vienna
We
sausage.
pretty much clean the fuck out of that pig.
Hey, they make that shit taste good though.
Anything with the pig, niggas started that.
That's not good though.
Pig feet, bacon, we did that. You know? That's the shit we started there.
Yes, yeah. Smithfield was founded by a white person.
Y'all, the white women was throwing that shit out.
That's like peanut butter. Peanut butter was made by black men, but we don't get credit for it.
We didn't go through that because a lot of shit was made by us. They just
Last shit, yeah.
you was property, so that you was my property. You made it, so therefore
Most
I
definitely.
Light switch.
Plus, we didn't have money then. We didn't have. We wasn't people.
Street lights.
Yeah, thank you. Now you finally remember.
We wasn't people and shit. So we couldn't say, hey, we invented
One
it.
day for a person.
Because once we invent something, we take it to the white person that we've been fucking with all this time to help us do this shit and try. And then they take over.
And you think like that was
They put their name on it.
because 20 years
The
ago.
black person wasn't a whole person to say they
I
invented anything.
bet you already know that the first black person, the African American made the cartridge of video games.
Right.
You know that?
Nah,
Probably did.
I thought the Asian did that, but okay, here we go with
It's
that.
a movie called High School on Netflix.
Check that out.
Be
You know what
careful
I'm
on
saying? Our influences out there, people. That's what I'm trying to tell right, man. He talking like this shit has been a minute. It ain't been a minute ago, dog. It was literally like 160 years ago. Niggas was still running away from shit. And he like shit is over with.
You know?
It's gone.
It is.
Nah, it ain't gone. it evolved, but it ain't gone though. It's gone.
You see that there
Gone,
sound right there? T3P. CS3?
That don't
We
mean
live
Nah, they
on
don't
YouTube, nigga. Negroes. That's our progress right there, dog.
progress right there.
Negroes. It's Negroes looking at us too.
Nah,
Live.
We got our own
In
entertainment.
17 countries. Appreciate everybody to download that thing. I hope y'all looking at us on YouTube too. You know what I'm saying? Put the voices with the faces. That's what most people want to do. You know what I'm saying? So we on YouTube. You download us on Spotify. Everybody, all 33,000 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all a whole lot. Rocket Rail too. You know what I'm saying? Jay. You know?
You ready? The rail coming with y'all, you know what I'm saying? We the new BT out here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna sell out. We're gonna get it straight to you, you know?
Jose, the new country is Guam.
Guam.
Shouts out to Guam for tuning in to the Third Perspective podcast. You know what I'm saying, dog?
That's what's up.
You know? Shouts out to Guam. Everybody in Guam, you know what I'm saying? Check us out on YouTube. You know? Subscribe while you're at there.
Yeah, I know it's hard for y'all to subscribe, dog, but it's just one little click right there.
You know?
It's one little click on the side. Dog.
Click on
it
the
goes a
bell.
long way for the support issue.
I don't know. I can't blame them because I don't subscribe to shit my damn self.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a problem right there.
I watch so much shit on YouTube. I don't subscribe to none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I just be watching.
You're not real.
But then most of the time when I turn on my YouTube, that shit come up. So they don't even be subscribing to that shit. That shit on here. You know what I'm saying?
It's not good.
So anybody probably watching our shit probably rolling across that shit anyway. But what we want y'all to subscribe for is for the hot chip challenge. What I'm gonna do is next week on the pit, we're gonna have the chips right here. So y'all can see it, you know what I'm saying? Put the phone right there, something to live close up of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Turn them off for camera view. Boom! Hot chips for your ass. You know what I'm saying? The black joints. You know what I'm saying? Got three of them.
Yeah.
Got three of them. You know what I'm saying? Sit them joints right here for y'all. That's gonna be our prop on the table. Our first prop. First prop will be the hot chip. You know, I'm gonna sit them joints right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's a hot chip. We get 100 subscribers. Anybody tuning in right now? You know what I'm saying? 100 subscribers on YouTube. Hottest chip in the world. All platforms. We need to start a Twitch joint though. That's coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Doc? Twitch and Instagram.
Yeah, but you can catch it on Real Game 82. Every time we go live, I'll turn it on my Twitch. So,
You know?
Till Rabbit get that straight.
So we on Twitch. But we're gonna be on fire though, with the hottest chips, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm waiting for. That's gonna be my day right there, y'all.
You ain't ready for that.
Unsubscribe hot
You
chip
ain't ready
day.
for that either.
Hot chip day. So hey, right now, if you're watching right now, you left some messages too. So subscribe.
You know? One click to the button, though. That's it. Right there. Subscribe. Right.
You know? But they would, hey, I know y'all say y'all like that shit, but yeah, LeBron on this joint, on the post game joint. Y'all watch this joint?
Yeah, I like that, though. He
Yeah.
also doing talk shows now. He doing Jamel and Curry Champion, Joe. Them my girls right
Jamel?
there. Jamel and Curry Champion, them my babies right there.
I don't see you disappearing when I open their ass, their chest
Stop
up like the other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, watch yourself, though.
When I bring it to light.
Can't go for my girl, dog.
Hey, I used to like her too. Until
She's my girl, dog.
now, her and the main man was on the show with her with the glasses.
Yeah.
Now he was a little soft. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Mike,
She'll go further than
yeah.
that.
You said which one?
Michael Smith, when they doing his and her. But that was a while ago, though. Then they did Sports Center.
She'll go further than him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was real good. She
She'll
had
pump
short
her brakes.
Yeah, she don't play no games.
I don't
Curry,
know that.
Curry, my girl. Too.
But you gotta remember the reason why she left ESPN.
Yeah, she doing her own shit now. She on all over YouTube. She got her own platform now. She said you can't fire her now.
Right.
That's how it is now. You can't fire her now.
Because ESPN was doing too much with her.
I think they on Vice now. And, they got LeBron on there. That's their first guest.
Oh, Vice, yeah.
Yeah, stick to sports.
All right, they 0-1.
Yeah. But they was making a big issue about LeBron and his hat instead of the game.
Might say something about it?
Yeah, you gonna bring it up. You watch that.
LeBron post game. This is the last game they played with the Blazers.
Yeah. Not the tonight game.
So they lost to this game right here.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't agree with that. Let's start there.
Why not? Breonna Taylor murder still ain't been investigated. Nobody's been locked up. She's sitting in her house.
No,
Murder.
I don't agree with that.
She called her a drug dealer. How? She ain't no drugs. She was in her house.
I don't agree with that. It's a motherfucker.
Seemed like you guys were able to hang in the game with your defense up until those final few minutes.
Shut up. We want Breonna Taylor.
Anything specifically defensively from LeBron in those possessions?
That's no knock.
Yeah, we had a couple breakdowns.
Well, dude, that's already in custody.
Out like Portland, and those two, you know.
The low string boss.
Yeah, I don't like the hat because
Why?
it's a regular gray hat, man.
No, it ain't. It got a whole line through it. A whole line.
What you put in it?
Make America arrest them niggas who killed Breonna Taylor.
Nah, man. You can't do that.
You ain't never happy, Rabbit. Never.
You can't do that, man.
You ain't never satisfied. When people actually out here doing what they do, it ain't good enough.
Nah, you can't do that. That ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna work. Why? Justified. He bringing light to an issue. Not just him, all NBA
That's
players.
not even bringing lights to nothing. The average person that's just flicking through that don't know you got writing through that shit, got new shit on it. That's America. Make America great hat to them.
Nah, it's a big line.
In fact, I gotta tune in now to make sure you ain't on Bush side. I mean on Trump side now. Make sure. That's how. No, that don't work.
That don't work?
Nah, man.
Okay. It should have been blue.
You paying homage to the shit. You saying it's some shit that's good because you paying homage to it, trying to do the same thing, man. The fuck. It's over. That's their shit. Let them have that shit. Make your own joint. You gonna make them. That's a make America great hat, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's what it
He
is, man.
said, make America arrest
You
them.
cross the line out and all that. Oh shit, get out of here. Trump sitting there like, yeah, that's look good to me. Because all I do is make his sales go up.
Mhm.
Now I don't like that now.
Unless you have a hat like that and say, have Trump suck a dick again.
Then we doing things. They sit there with a joint that say, fuck Trump. And motherfucking me. Then you got it. You know what I'm saying? But all this subliminal shit, we got fuck around and turn the volume up and all this shit trying to make sure, hold on, what he saying? Nah, fuck that, yeah. What that say? I know it say make America. What?
I couldn't see what that hat said.
It's make America great again. What out of here? That's all you gonna think about.
That's something.
You ain't thinking about it. That's the only thing you think about when you see
No, I
that.
ain't thinking about that.
So why ain't put that shit together? Let that shit die, nigga. Don't be a part of making it live. Fuck out of here. Let them do that. You know what I'm saying? Let them have that shit. Say, no, they gotta give it to them. That's slick shit they made up. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, you got to read between the lines.
I mean, it's old because what's his name ran on the same shit. What's his name? Slicky Trick. What's his name?
Tricky Dicky,
Yeah, what's his name?
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon. Yeah, he ran on that.
Man, huh?
He ran on the whole law and order shit. The same shit.
Same shit, huh? Just recycle, right?
Yeah.
Whole point.
But the
You
only one
finally hit it, though. You finally hit it.
The only one that actually ran as a bigot was I keep forgetting his name, right? Barry Goldwater. That was a bigot. He ran as a bigot and told you what he's gonna do as a bigot, nigga. That's what I meant. Barry Goldwater. He was the last one. Yeah. Then Trump.
When did he run?
Barry Goldwater, he lost.
Yeah, I think he lost. Like the Johnson one?
And Hillary's on his campaign. Well, she went on his campaign.
I'm about to say she was a college student then? Or law student?
Yeah, she wrote a thing about
So that means that had to be in the early
60s,
70s.
no, mid-60s. It was after Kennedy got killed, and I think Lon Johnson, and that's when Nixon won.
That's why, yeah. Exactly. He ran that.
Yeah, he was Democrat running as the open races.
He ran that law as a who?
He thought he was going to win.
Who ran as Democrat?
Go with it.
He's a Republican. Man.
No. Hold on.
He ran as a serious racist, straight up. He wanted segregation and everything.
Oh, he must have ran against Kennedy then. Second term Kennedy.
Laws.
Yeah, he gonna be Kennedy.
He wasn't playing. Man.
So I guess you think Kennedy
He lost. I think he lost every state. Then Kennedy won every motherfucking state.
I guess Kennedy wasn't racist either, right?
You can't tell me all these people racist.
Okay. Malcolm X said he was racist.
JFK, Clinton.
Malcolm X said that shit. He got killed for it.
You think JFK, Clinton? I don't know. I can't give him the racist thing.
Clinton from fucking Arkansas. Don't get no racist down there. I'm sorry, Arkansas, but yeah.
He did a whole lot of shit that he ain't have to do. Once you do shit for black people, you don't have to do.
You should have done it. And not just you,
You
your
have to.
predecessors should have done it.
Like, for example, you can just ignore that shit and start paying attention to something else.
Like everybody
I don't
else.
want to do that shit. But he was doing extra.
He's on extra.
Yeah.
Drake, like,
I don't know. Sometimes you might chop that up to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, like I say, some of that shit had to be
Whoever
done for the
top
party.
is doing that.
That's the party, bro. It's always the party.
But
That's
this,
it.
it's funny with all this, KKK and all this shit. It's funny with all this, and then they had passed a law some time ago called the Hate Act.
That's what I think we mentioned, or killing gays or something.
Right.
Oh.
So why did that have to be only strictly for
Hate crime.
LGBTQ?
Yeah.
Why couldn't it be for
Rapper don't see that, though.
for a broader view? Racism.
Because they want to still lynch you. They still want you hanging from a tree. They still want to spray you with a hose. They still want to stick a dog on you. Still
I'm
want
sure
to
they do.
They want to do all that.
I'm sure they do because like your boy Bubba Watson, who got the rope on his jump.
Well, technically, they didn't do that.
Oh, Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, they clarified that it was something I'll keep the door open.
Yeah.
So you use a
Bubba
noose
Wallace.
that keep the door open, and they apparently been doing that the whole time.
And
It was never directed towards him.
they're insinuating that's something.
But
they
but the funny part
nobody
about it,
believe that shit.
they said they went to other garages and said that they had regular ropes.
Yeah,
But then when we went to his, he had a noose, like a real noose.
Yeah.
the fact that they still teach you how to make a noose. Come on, dog. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Where you get that
shit
from?
right.
Yeah.
This
Then
shit
you
right
get
there.
people that's getting hanging from people like in California and stuff like that. Then they swept it under the rug and shit
We're not
like
our
that.
ancestors, y'all. I'm gonna keep letting y'all know. Y'all can try to bring it back to there if you want to. We're not our ancestors. It's not flying.
Yeah, because our little 1% of our black race can kick your ass.
Yeah, It ain't gonna be a real
They
fight.
ain't
this time.
going, they ain't going out like that.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't hot. I ain't for the wealthiest, the shot callers. You going first.
Yeah, because they live the best life.
Yeah, basically, you going first.
You had the best life on this town on earth. So you start first. You begin this thing.
But yeah, we try to keep the peace. But if you have laws,
Yeah.
acts that like hate crime, but you got people out there, like you had a police officer in South Carolina say he'll start a civil war on his recording because they did an audit on this police cruiser a few weeks ago, like a month ago, and he said, "Give me a motherfucking rifle, I start a civil war."
See, this is what I'm talking about, black people. People like that, you know what I'm saying? He go down the wrong alley. He ain't supposed to come out that time.
Some of that shit, they just be running them off. They be drunk, man.
So excuse me. Hey, when I get drunk, I don't go right down here. I'm gonna kill every crack in the world.
They just be running their chops. That's why you gotta realize where you live at sometimes, man.
Like I said, that was South Carolina.
So
Then you got stuff going on in California. California at one point was racist.
Still is.
Still is.
you go to the wrong part. You go to the wrong parts of Maryland, man. Slaves was in Maryland.
I
Man.
know.
Right.
Especially you go to the southern part, past one of those.
Slaves is out this joint.
You don't want to be out there, though.
And some of them joints ain't even tear the houses down yet. They still got the slave quarters out there.
Yeah.
Not playing.
They even got some. They had some up there. Glen Burnie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they out there.
Yeah,
For sure.
They had
You know,
road passes.
Brian Timber
highway.
came from Maryland.
Right.
Just a side note for anybody paying attention to that.
What's up?
Yeah, just slaves here for sure.
Yeah.
She definitely came from here. We went to motherfucking, I was in the union. I was working for the union now, not the union rep. We was going to Purdue. They were way out the motherfucking out Salisbury and all that shit. And we was going past joints with old slave joints, you know. But they ain't even tore down yet.
Scared up.
Shit's crazy, son.
And
I'm looking at that joint like, what the fuck?
they ain't want to hear nothing about no union.
Oh, no.
Nothing over here, right?
She had to joint the headquarters, the slave quarters and shit. They had to joint the plantation joints. They ain't tearing shit down out there. It's the same. You worry about other shit. They go around these some of these joints. Them joints still out there, son.
No, I'm good.
Them joints still out there, dog.
I'm straight.
Old slave joints.
Making Molotov cocktails, burning shit down.
Shit, you got VA. That shit still out there.
Oh, yeah, it's permanent.
Oh, of course it's gonna be out there.
That's why you got them
West
t-shirts.
Virginia. That shit damn.
Shit, you got statues here in DC. Statues in DC representing union workers, union Civil War fighters.
Mhm.
Like,
That shit crazy, dog.
No,
okay, you got a Civil War back in the time. It was two halves of the Civil War. You had the Union, who was fighting against slavery, and you had the Southerners, who was fighting for the slavery.
Mhm.
But everywhere you go, there's statues and mobilias about fucking.
He made me mess up.
I did mess it up. I messed it up. You know, statues and mobilias.
I know it's rough, dog. Hey, I have a brain fossil. I'm like,
You got motherfuckers that's out there. They got statues of that. They're crazy this shit, but they don't got no statues or no nothing about the union workers. Like, that's crazy.
hey, that's a 420J moment right there.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
That's a 420J moment right there.
Oh my god!
And coming to you loud and
Oh man! Fuck me all up, man. Damn. Damn.
Rappers don't believe they should take they hear the story and thing. They should think that shit can stay up there. Federal flag, all that shit, right?
They took all that shit. They trying to take some of that shit, man.
You know what I'm saying? They promote hate, but it's all good.
That's because they ain't passed that law. I don't think they going to ever pass that law.
No.
All right, it's a hate law, right? And it's nothing but hate going on. So when it comes to us, they ain't gonna pass them shit for us.
They
Like
understand, dog. They don't see it as a person. They don't really care.
they treat dogs better than they treat us.
There you go.
You know?
They can't use a black person. They don't want to deal with a black person. They can use you. They fine with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they need a black vote. They try to get us to get the stars to go down there and talk to us. Yo, and y'all need to vote. You need to do this. But at the end of the day, the shit down in the lower parts don't change. It's not going to.
Let me get a rapper or something to tell you to vote.
Yeah.
Hey, you go
LeBron
listen to-
James song. We gonna have a voter. We gonna help people out.
We're gonna have a rapper these days. I'm not listening to no young thug to tell me to go vote. He
Yeah.
wear a dress.
Exactly. Having me down nail polish.
Oh no.
Why you can't get that? You
Fuck
can't
out of
get
here.
that.
Man,
You
come on, man.
can't have money in petty no more though.
No, we ain't doing that.
You can't have hygiene.
We ain't doing
You gotta
that.
have busted ass feet. You gotta have busted ass feet. You can't have pretty toes on.
No fucking out of here.
You know?
Not good, you know. At all.
It's not good.
Like you've been kicking bricks and shit.
I went to Dominican, my feet straight. Especially out of Smithfield. Them boosters the fuck my feet up.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't walk no more. I damn near couldn't walk no more.
Good
It
to
took
get
a
my
minute.
feet straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go to the spa, go get my feet done.
Yeah, I was fucked.
Yeah.
That girl told me one time. It's like, you gonna sit there and get it done. I ain't feel right, dog. My self feeling it, so I can't.
They had to cut your dead toenail and shit.
What do you think about that shit?
About Smithfield fucked your ass up.
10 hours a day, sweating all day.
Was it? Straight sweat.
And had 3 shirts on the locker, 2 pairs of socks, deodorant. Yeah, bed.
Fucked up thing they didn't have in that joint was showers, but it unsanitary. They have showers in that.
When? It worked?
Yeah. You know, motherfuckers ain't gonna keep that up.
They barely cleaning the bathroom up as is.
Right. That joint was fucked up.
At the elevator.
That elevator, yeah, the death trap.
Oh, yeah, listen, nah, you closing that don't fuck.
Oh, let me get on that one.
Right, they get on that joke. That's the cheats involved.
Let me get on that. That joint,
That joint used to stop in the middle of the jump.
you step your ass me downstairs. You need to get on that.
Oh no, dog. One time I did tell myself, like, man, I'm gonna do stuff.
So, I don't know. I'm hearing that Megan Thee Stallion finally said that Wayne Man shot her.
I heard she said that. I heard you dumped them though. I think she's going with somebody else. Oh yeah,
Already?
Future. Yeah, she's supposed to be baby mama 13 for Future.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
She gonna be baby mama 13 for Future.
You said who?
Megan Thee Stallion,
They dated?
supposedly.
I hope not.
Oh,
Why not? Why you ain't doing that in Future?
That's my baby.
That's your baby.
nah,
And
man,
she
nah.
about to have a baby in her.
That nigga skeet up in her.
That's it. It's done.
That's the baby right there, boy.
She's smart too. She got her own way. She has a plan.
Let's see what she got. That's my baby.
Oh, that's what I said. I hope not. he gonna fuck her whole future. That's what his name is, Future. He gonna fuck your future up. That's what baby, and you gonna fuck your future up.
Oh, no, I thought he had a girl.
Nah, he dumped it.
He dumped all of them.
Yeah, he don't play with him. They come for him with that child support shit. He ain't got time.
Like,
It's done after that.
Yeah.
We
One of them, she
We
get
done now.
4,000.
I got 12 kids. I'm just judge like I got equally divided. He won this 10K. 10K for all of them. One 10K, 10K.
One of them seeking for 59,000.
I ain't taking care of you.
dang.
She trying to take it there.
You can't take care of the child. Man. I got it.
Dr. Trey, he going through a $1 billion.
Oh, yeah, his wife trying to get half.
She trying to get half.
But you got a prenup.
Half.
Got a prenup.
That nigga had kids worried about.
And they grown.
You know
That's
what?
done.
Oh, yeah.
They grown. Ain't no nothing. Barely 18 or 19.
You know they gonna help his ass.
Yeah, she's done. She's too late. Take it for what it is.
No, he gonna have to get some of that bread up.
Nah, I ain't getting that. I give you $100 million.
The other person, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos.
Who?
He already paid that one. I had that.
Yeah,
Like, and then they were selling books, so she was there from the beginning.
yeah, because Amazon was Amazon Books.
Yeah, everybody be forgetting that. They only sold books at first. And they run the world.
They was doing books. That's when Barnes and Nobles and other Joe, what's that?
Yeah.
The other
Well, they shut down, right?
Yeah, the other what's the other book joint they had back there? It was Barnes and Nobles and something else.
What?
Borders. Yeah.
I'm just Boulevard.
Shut the shit down.
Yeah, Dre used to be up Uno's and shit. Why you Dre? He was an Uno ass nigga.
With the
Dre
joints,
used to be
bro.
up there too.
Shit, I was.
I know.
All you eat Uno's pizza.
Everybody was up Uno. All the motherfuckers get shot up there.
Y'all remember Shakey's?
Yeah, Shaky's too.
I didn't like that pizza though, yeah.
You just like Shaky's
But it
pizza?
was fun as shit to go to that, though.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you was like play pool or something.
Yeah. I like that pizza. I still remember how that shit tastes. It's like real thick. I didn't like that shit.
You used to have one on University Boulevard. I said that, you know about
Remember the Sizzlers?
that. Dang.
Oh. That
Sizzlers.
joint was the shit back in the day.
So was your shit dog? When they turn that shit into Olive Garden?
Oh, no, terrible. I don't know why they had that shit in the hood. Why they had an Olive Garden in the hood? I'm like doing that shit.
Yeah, they do. They go that shit all the time. Tell me, packed all around. Mother's Day, Valentine's Day.
Fuck that. You never.
I
can't even remember the last time I've been to some Olive Garden.
Well, you can't remember shit for the pandemic. It's been a minute.
I only been once.
For real? I don't know, what, 3 times?
I wasn't really an Olive Garden. I did this other little Italian joint that took
Corrales.
Who?
no you talking about Carrabba's? Nah.
Yeah, the Corrales.
I did Carrabba's though. I did Carrabba's. But I went down little Italian joint, little joint down there, Route 1, Crystal City.
Okay.
Nice little spot.
He was out there romanticizing.
Crystal City.
Pepper Ranch.
That's the shit.
And the other jump was that jump down there, Clinton. That's the other jump.
Rap don't know about Clinton. He'll be all Clinton.
Tipilanos.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of it. You said it's on Clinton?
Yeah, Tipilanos. Right behind the Royal Farm.
That's my shit.
Well, Farms up.
Yeah, Royal Farm.
They
Chicken.
shit that jump.
I was fucking that joint up. It was out Salisbury. That was the only thing they had out there. Was the motherfucking that was the only thing they had. They had nothing else on that motherfucker, huh? You mad as shit.
You're in Hicksville. You out there. You're
Yeah,
like Hicksville. Was you scared up?
And I didn't know what that was called then. I mean, that was my first time seeing all this. That was the only thing they had on the motherfucker to get anything. Lord, but that joint had everything, gas station, everything in that bitch.
Gas station, roll up.
Hell yeah. That joint was crazy as fuck.
Fun. Cigarettes.
Yeah.
I ain't smoke cigarettes. You smoke
Yeah,
cigarettes?
all the hell no. Jay?
I don't smoke cigarettes either.
I used to.
What?
Pandemic told me to stop.
Who?
I ain't got fuck
I
cigarettes.
said the pandemic told me to stop.
You know?
Pandemic hit, you gotta think about it. You smoking cigarettes, smoking that poison, then you're,
Everything poison out here, Jay.
you know, yeah, it is. The COVID is poison too,
You know?
apparently. So you inhaling, and you inhaling, you putting your hands in your face, you gotta wash your hands and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
So you smoke a cigarette, you gotta do all that. Can't even do it.
I grew around there, so I can't take it.
Oh yeah, that smoke shack at the Smithfield joint.
Oh man, oh yeah, I sit down. You need your identity for yourself.
Oh my God, Slim. Slim. That was the worst. I ain't go in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you didn't even have to live with somebody. Like, man, you didn't see that, man.
That's the worst. Why would you make something to go inside to smoke? What is that about? That don't even make any sense.
It was like a chill. It was like a.
Let's chill, spot.
It was
You
like a chill
close
zone.
up a spot to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
No, nigga, you.
But it's raining for the rain and shit, you know, when it rains.
Once you go in that joint was a choco in that joint. It's like anybody have to smoke cigarettes. It's feel like people smoke cigarettes in that joint. It just smelled terrible in that joint. Slim. It was the worst. Terrible. We had buzz all over that joint everywhere.
Yeah, it did.
Like what the
Break times
fuck?
on the pack. You poke outside, look out
Oh
the
man.
jump. Nothing but everybody out there.
Now think about it. 7, 8 people and then one little thing is blowing. Man, get the fuck. That was your solution for smokers? Hey, all y'all get in there and get each other lung cancer. Stay in that joint together. Get closer.
They had that little fan that was in the corner.
Yeah, that was later. They had to put that in there after people started saying shit. Put a little fan up in there. Like, they ain't do shit, man. These niggas smoking too. You know what I'm saying, dog? Especially when it's cold, everybody up in that bitch. Well, raining, niggas getting up in that little thing.
That used to be the spot when we had some downtime and shit.
Yeah, I know. That's all you motherfuckers out there. So he's like, go find them. I ain't going outside, man.
Bro.
Let's tell my friend to break
Yeah, I go in the office on the other side, chill. Fuck that.
Yeah.
That smoke joint used to blow me, man. Okay, you know you going out there because somebody about to come out there and smoke.
Yeah.
You might think it's clear now.
Right.
Fuck that. In a few minutes you turn around, 4 people come in with smoke in their hand, nigga. On the way to you. Like, nigga, I get the fuck out of here.
Or they need cigarette, they out front hunting. Like,
Oh my God. Man.
let me do that.
That was my shit, though. Just mess with my shit. I ain't never lied to nobody, dog. Other than selling coke. Working at Smithfield with my shit, dog. You know? 2 good jobs, man, because they were almost the same.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of them is harder than the other.
It was an all-night job at Smithfield. Waking up, seeing the day, same shit, selling coke. Like, they never going to sleep. Staying up all through the night, up to the morning. Same shit. You was third shift when you sell yeah. Third shift in smoke out. Like, nigga, come on, that joint was sun out. Like, damn. Came in, that joint was night. Leaving the job in the morning and shit. When you came in at night. Crazy.
They was that mid shift. They had that full, had 12. That's the first shift out.
You know?
Yeah,
I hated that motherfucker too.
They had to give us incentive for that.
I was on that joint for a second.
Nah.
Couldn't take it.
I did that joint for a whole year and a half. Jay. I was like, I can't do
That joint fucks your whole day. I was on that joint when I was working at somewhere. Burger King. I was trying, but I couldn't do it, man. It's like the middle of the joint. As soon as you lay down and shit,
I know.
you get up, it's 1 o'clock, you got hurry up to bed. Like, man, I just got up. Fuck.
I know. Basically, you just got out.
Yeah, you get leave there, the day over and shit, like, it's night. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I saw Dre. It's like, man, was you going to work? I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh my God, dog. I was like, oh, that's you. All right, dog. He's like, yeah, I'll see you later. I was
That
like,
middle shit was the worst. Then you had them out. I couldn't do that shit.
Yeah, wow.
That shit was terrible.
I know. The whole
Then you
day,
had
dog.
to deal with fucking Larry Fields and all
That made it worse.
You got to deal with all them motherfuckers during the day and shit.
I mean, it wasn't no work to do, but they ain't let you chill. That's what fucked it up. Nice shift, when you got your D, you can chill. So ain't nobody there on your back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Mike was y'all supervisor.
You had that big
You got a
head.
couple people who super, they ain't last long though.
You had that big head motherfucker. On second shift, Larry Field.
Then you had the
We ain't had a supervisor third shift. I was running third shift.
No, first, you had two.
Who was
You
that?
had White Vinny, they kicked him off the hang line. He left. Then
On
you had
second
Sequoia.
shift,
Yeah,
I mean, when
they
they
did.
there. On
Yeah,
second
they were
shift.
there.
Of course, when the supervisor is on the premises, then sure. But them niggas gone an hour within me getting there. Them niggas going out the door. Like, fuck. Yeah, I see your ball, Drake. Like, nigga, what? Yeah, that joint, straight sleep for us. Fuck wrong with you? They should be mad as shit. Like, damn, man, I can sleep all the time. I don't know what you're talking about, nigga. Oh, my favorite joint. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to ask, man, y'all get to sleep at night? I was talking about,
I don't fucking trees to get that sleep.
niggas like, Dre, give me on that joint. Man. Y'all be sleeping. I was talking. Fuck is all sleeping. You know. Yeah, man, the niggas be telling me, man, y'all be watch TV at night, man. I'm trying to get on y'all. I was talking.
Cops without shit, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Oh, cops.
yeah,
Yeah,
staying
motherfucker.
down for watch the cops.
Remember that joint first started coming on, that little radio shit?
Yeah.
It still come on now, though.
Nope, it
Nah,
counts.
they canceled.
You know what I'm talking about?
Which y'all?
They was like on the radio, but they had the camera on. They was talking and shit. They came on late at night after TMZ.
To my cops.
It came, nah, it was like motherfuckers on the radio. They was talking on the radio.
I don't remember that joke.
Yeah, it came on right after TMZ. Damn, it was a black dude on the joint. And they started combining all these joints together from different coasts and shit. Damn.
It wasn't Lab PD. That just started coming out. You ain't talking about American Most Wanted.
Because the joint we used to watch every night, man. On all that world, I remember the joint. It was our favorite joint. We had everybody in the joint. Maintenance, everybody used to go in and watch that joint right there, yeah. Like, what? Damn. It was TMZ for sure. Everybody was in there watching TMZ. So the joint came on after TMZ. The niggas was on the radio station. He was in that joint like off the late nights. Huh? Shit was sweet, though. Sweet. Nigga. We talking about sweet job? That was sweet.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking
Not on my shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, motherfuckers coming in fake trying, oh, y'all ain't doing that? Nah, nigga, the fuck wrong. You know what I'm saying? They used to hate me with that shit, you know? Niggas, don't worry about what we doing.
Hey, bro, go check the house. I'm like, nah, I just checked them down. I ain't nothing ready, man. No,
Yeah.
it's something ready, though. I was like, you wanted to be ready, yeah, be ready, but it ain't ready.
Shit be fun as shit. To me, like, if you had to go somewhere to work, that's my ideal shit where I get exercise, I'm chilling, watch TV, and I can get a numerous amount of overtime.
Pay what shit.
You
I was
can't much more.
That's the only good thing about certain shit. I can always get that hour, you know, I want it.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Frank stay in that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, never going home.
I used to torch their ass. Smithfield, I torched their ass. Fuck wrong.
Frank used to torch their ass.
Hey, he used to say that joke all the time. I was like, dog, go home, man.
Him and Country.
Oh, yeah. That last year I made 53. Like 53.
And that's 9 months.
$53,000.
9 months. We didn't finish the year.
Birthday ass up.
Then like Thanksgiving, October, September, October.
Double time, all service.
We had double time and 7 days a week.
Burn them up, man. I mean, extreme burns.
It's sad. I ain't made money sitting there like that. I was getting 12 a week.
Oh, yeah.
A week.
We was on doctor lawyer status, nigga. Nigga, we was busting our ass when we come on the same amount.
By Wednesday, I was on overtime. I left overtime.
Oh yeah, that's when you start getting motherfuckers like Larry Field like, oh, they make too much money.
Yeah, and
Stop
then
trying to
start
cut
cutting
people
your
out.
hours and shit.
Fuck
You
you.
got for seconds.
Me and him used to go at it all the time, because I wasn't having none of that shit. Like shit like that? Nah. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't having it. He couldn't stand me for shit. Like,
I'm gonna let that try cut out. Come on, we coming in like 1. I'm like, we're gonna split shit.
I ain't doing that dumb shit.
I'm
Don't worry, I did. I ain't doing that dumb shit.
Come in and then leave and then come back.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no, I ain't doing that shit. They thought that was a way to save money or some bullshit. Larry, oh, I got an idea. Nah, he talk. No, that bullshit.
Hello, fellas.
That shit don't work.
I have an idea.
Yeah. I couldn't stand that guy. I couldn't stand him though, yo. He's the worst, yo. Him and Vivian, I couldn't take either one of them motherfuckers, man.
Vivian, true.
Vivian,
Yeah.
Turtle.
I seen her Jessica too. She came to the store. She ain't know me.
I about to say
She
they
got a
don't
whole,
even know him,
you got a whole Smithfield Ham shirt on it.
Still got the joint on.
Yeah, with the high piece count, you know that shirt. I got that on too. I saw her with that on. I'm like,
I know what you're talking about. He said a hot piece out.
Right.
See, you know, she probably got so many shirts. She always had them joints. Little button them joints over there. She heard Shaw was burning that joint up too.
Oh yeah, they stayed that
When they got hacked up. Nigga, she got hacked, nigga. With this machete? Man, hacked the shit out of that bitch, yo.
Hey, it was funny, but it wasn't, dog. Cause I was like, the main man who was chasing that nigga hard. I ain't never seen this fat on that
That joint, Slim. That thing caught on the arms, all that.
But that dude,
She
what
came
that
there
jump
doing-
when the dude was cheating, messing around or something?
Yeah.
She was fucking with the cleanup dude. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that's my man, dog. You got there laughing like
Fucking with
shit.
the cleanup about. Hey,
You
man.
know the jump that got me? Man, got his whole arm tore off of that saw.
He was tripping too.
Oh,
And they
right,
ended up finding
right.
him.
They fired his ass because he over there using his power doing stupid shit.
When this girl out there, I thought she was getting
Man,
laid.
that nigga got his arm. Yeah, that shit crazy, Slim.
Cuz walking around like this.
You know? Working with fucking Smithfield.
Yeah.
Slim.
And it was his right hand too. He used to be there trying to rise to look
Oh
out.
my God. Oh,
This
man.
dude walking around just like this, no arm, and
How
he's still
bad.
working there.
I never forget that day.
And they didn't want to give him that good prosthetic. I remember he was fighting for that.
Just imagine.
He
anybody-
ain't had no problem.
Shit's crazy. Imagine anybody walking right now. Imagine at work. Somebody's whole arm gets taken off. And the motherfucker tell you continue working. Slim.
Yeah,
Like-
they used to tell. It's like,
Them niggas rinsed that shit off. Smokehouse, they told us to keep on going. We wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? Pain line started up quicker than the packing room too. Cause you know, they already had shit back there. They
That's
couldn't
what I
keep
said.
working.
Yeah, that was done.
Like, nigga, that shit was crazy. Go back, keep work. Nigga, his whole arm is in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't the time to be working yet.
yeah. So like in your mind, you traumatized. You like, you stuck. You like,
He
no,
had no
man, I need to
arm,
go
dog.
home.
The arm was gone. It went up in the whole dog. Like the time I worked at Smith, I seen a nigga lose his finger. I seen a nigga lose his arm. That arm shit was crazy.
I seen the dude lose his finger too.
Then the jacket get caught and he panicked, and then the blade caught it when he was trying
This
to
is
swallow
white
it.
jacket joint. But you're not supposed to have the joint on. But he had the joint on in the joint got caught in the thing. And start wrapping him around. Shit was over.
And they're just saying,
Oh my
I would have stopped. I was like, all right. I feel the blade about to come down, dog. And the emergency stopped. Lock
He
this
ain't had
motherfucker
no
out.
arm, bro. After that was no arm. Like, damn.
like he walked around with no motherfucking
Yeah, the
arm.
balance was all feasible.
Woo!
Oh, man.
And then after that,
Came back to work.
they rinsed the shit off. It was like, start back up.
No. On top of that, he came back to work.
Yeah, he came back to work. I was there
What, a year later?
No arm though.
with no arm.
Why I'm working, nigga? Like what? I'll never forget that right there. was just-
I could have. I would fucking every time I walk by the office, back, I do something at the motherfucker.
Like, there's no way I'm coming back there.
I walk past him, I look at him like, you should have got a lawyer, nigga.
And he, I remember him. He walked through the joint with the he used to tie the joint on the side. His
Yeah.
little jacket.
His little jacket is
Yeah.
out here pinning up with a safety pin.
Oh my God. He couldn't stay in the back, in the packing room that long. It was cold as fucking.
I couldn't look in.
That's when they put him in the smokehouse. He couldn't do it back then. Remember that shit? Y'all don't remember that shit. He tried to go in. That's when he went to QA.
What you can do? I mean, it's just managing. I ain't touching no shit.
In the smokehouse?
Yeah,
Yeah, let one day we'll come. Wow. What's going on that night?
Ain't gonna get moved because I'm like, I got one arm. Y'all don't know.
Man, that nigga will be fucked. Remember he tried to push? I remember that shit.
Yeah, I saw that too. He tried to grab the tree.
Yeah, boy.
He like this.
We couldn't even, I couldn't even stop laughing. I was like, yeah, I don't know why you did that right there.
Don't go sit there.
To make me laugh. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Go try to laugh. You don't have an arm, you try to push trees as it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong? Shouldn't be punching in nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't be going.
I wouldn't have done it. If it was me,
Why are you punching in? Like,
I'm saying,
what are we
why are you
doing?
working there?
I couldn't work.
Like, no. Working is over, nigga. Fuck what you heard. No more work.
Yeah,
He sued the company to make the machine.
It was done. I think somebody told him to do that dumb shit.
No, I ain't doing that.
Because Smithfield had joints in place that he broke every one of them. So he was doing shit he wasn't supposed to do as far as Smithfield was concerned.
Y'all still paying. I'm gonna blow this
Still
motherfucker
got
up.
bad.
I know, yeah.
Blew this motherfucker up.
Because the shit supposed to cut off.
Basically, it's supposed to be emergency stop
Yeah.
somewhere around this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's emergency stop or every.
Yeah, not continue chopping my arm off, nigga. That joint supposed to stop. Fuck what you
I
heard.
let Bill get off the hook. I've been bad face every day. Stop playing.
Exactly.
Jackie get caught in the jump like.
Don't tell me to come back to work. I'm putting my feet on your
Yeah.
What you want me to just punch it and sit there and look at
Put
you?
my feet right on your desk, Bill. Fuck that.
That's
Ain't no way.
crazy.
Yeah. Anybody that do that, I'll give you credit. You can come back and go.
I can't. I'm traumatized, dog. Every time I walk by that motherfucking machine.
That one had no heart. I smacked motherfuckers. Like Larry and all these niggas. You say? Smack me, you know? Because I ain't got no arm now as it is. I'm already on edge, nigga. Don't fuck with me.
Hey, hit you with the W.
I'm just smacking your ass. I'm just, my cane, whatever I got with you, I'm smacking your ass out here. Short temper ass nigga with no arm. Fuck what you heard. Everybody Smithfield with this man getting smacked. So you say anything stupid, especially on top with Bill and all them. Like, nigga, you asked me to come back? Fuck y'all.
That joke must have really got messed up because they were trying to re-attack the jump. It must have really went through the whole shirt.
Nah, you got paid for all that shit. He had a, maybe he had a hook.
Yeah, he did have a hook.
Oh, he had a hook, my nigga. Oh, I don't even want to bring that up.
He did have a hook. He had the hook. He had the jump that do this.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, he did, yep.
He had a hook that did like this.
I just thought of that. Damn, sure did. I joined that. Oh, yeah.
It was like this.
You make me remember that shit.
So
He
he had
did,
to mix
dog.
something up. Yeah,
When Rail said that they ain't put it back together, just remember, he got one of those joints. But I think that cost a rip, dog. You couldn't get them to pay for none of that, though, either. Damn.
I would have got a lawyer.
Man, I real motherfucking electronic jump.
I don't call out shop. Fuck. Oh, man, out shopping like, man, niggas, they cut my arm off, though. I don't like, help me out. You know what I'm saying, nigga?
I would have called a motherfucker copy
Shit.
firm some shit.
I don't know how you get out of that, though, my nigga.
I gotta get at least about 100 million, man.
For sure.
Gotta at least get 100 million.
100 million, pay for my arm. My arm should be, I should be able to play football with that joint. No. Nigga won't nobody know. Like, fuck what you heard. Damn. That had to be the worst day ever, man. Fuck.
Then they had the nerve to start the shit back up, rinse the shit off.
I heard they just cleaned the junk,
Yeah, they
sanitized.
started everything back up.
I said Ocean came. I think Ocean came with the next week or so. Shut that junk down. So they did an investigation.
Nah, they had to prove that they cleaned it. You can't, oh my God, stop. The normal cleaning, oh man.
So then they had to recall the other meats back. And you know they were mad about that.
They had a couple recalls one time. I remember one time there's some funky ass meetings with it, right? When you walk in, it was like, what the hell, something died in here?
I know.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
It was terrible. Son.
They said pump.
Them niggas sold that shit, son.
Yeah.
That was disgusting, dog. Like when you walk in, like a whole warehouse full of dead bodies, dog.
And then
And
they
then
tried
the
to pump
USDA people, both USD, all the USDA people came in there too. It
Terrible.
was like
son.
300
But yeah.
that day.
Yeah, tagged all that shit up.
Tag
Oh,
everything.
but they
The
already
whole-
sent some shit out though, yeah. That shit was disgusting. Like, nigga, did you need any smell to get any worse than this to know that's bad? You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, fuck.
They said just pump it, cook it, get to the smokehouse.
Nah, they told us they sent it to jail systems or something. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that shit? I remember that shit like a motherfucker. They sent it up. So, like, that shit still be sick. They still sick though. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You sent it in jail. Like, what does that mean?
That's what it means. Federal government gonna pay this top dollar for this bad pork.
All the shit that they ain't want, they always send to jail system.
So then when they eat it and get sick, well, guess what? They don't give a fuck.
That's some fucked up shit, man.
Hey, bro. Well, I remember right there, dog. I remember a lot of times they did that shit.
Yeah, that was telling you, it's funky, dog. I remember that shit.
We walked in there, we thought it was dead rat or something.
Terrible.
But it was like everywhere in the junk. It was like everywhere.
Them motherfuckers still said, keep it going.
Of course.
And they probably wait till the last line at the end of the night to cut that shit. So they were gonna clean it up after they got done. You know you can change over after that. It had to be last.
That shit was terrible.
So mark all the boxes. Put a little star on them cones.
No, remember, I think Clyde was Clyde there?
Yeah.
When that happened?
Who?
I don't think Clyde was. I remember when Clyde came when he put him taking over and everybody. I think that joint was in the shithole by that time.
No, he was there before that, then he left.
No, he came when Bill was there one time. He was working under Bill. Oh man, it's
Terrible,
terrible.
man. I mean, he should be chasing that girl that's be back in that room.
No, Clyde, that was man, Clyde. He was cool.
He's cool.
Yeah. Cause he could have made life real hard.
He tried though. He
Clyde?
Yeah,
Then his second regime time, he tried to make shit hard. Yeah. I don't know what was going on there. But the first time he did, he ain't ready to fuck us. He's back there doing like. I think one time he tried to push trees one time. It was real early when he started. I think after that he was like, yeah, I know what y'all going through. He ain't ready to fuck us and spoke out too much.
Yeah, I think one of them went back. That's how we got the $2. One of them had to do it one time because I don't think nobody was on second shift. I think it's
But you
time
remember,
Larry got fired. Not Larry.
But you remember, Larry he was like the top person after before like
Yeah, before Clyde came back.
I can't left to second shift. Then he been off. I can't do it. Like, I can't do it.
He kept trying to fire everybody. I had papers for his ass every day.
They did that contest and they could fire people. I was like,
I'm writing that nigga up every day.
who?
All right, I'm writing Larry ass up, boy. Him, there's a white dude that started working in the pack room. I don't know y'all remember him.
I remember the white boy that used to work at
Right in the pack room, older white dude. Walk fast as shit. Remember him? He was working in not the pack room, the hang line.
yeah, after Mike left.
that might be my man.
Pat.
Pat, yeah.
He walk fast as shit for old dude, though. You gotta get into him. He was speed balling through that.
I know he's
thing,
always
bro.
look back at me. I'm like, no, I ain't
Oh,
walking.
no.
I'll meet you there, though. I ain't walking.
Oh yeah, he got on one of those tricks where he tried to write people up, man. Stacks of paper with his ass every day. He came to that joint. He was like, then he got to the point one day he came. Yo, you ain't waiting around today, are you? I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with you today, dog. You know what I'm saying? I just had stacks from him today. He got to the point where they kept calling it off, and he's like, nah, I can't do that no more, Drake. To the side, like, look, just let me know when I'm, you know what I'm saying? I got you, dog. Just leave motherfuckers alone, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking cues from Larry Fields. You should be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Larry gonna get you fucked up.
That's what be happening to them, you know. He stirred them down that wrong path, trying to find Negroes. You know what I'm saying?
I know Mike. Mike's cool.
Mike who?
The tall dude.
Tall
man.
Mike.
Oh yeah.
Old school.
Until
Mike.
they got on his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got on his
He
ass.
came one day and left back out through his shit into his ass. Hey, that had seen a lot of motherfuckers tell that motherfucker got to keep up. I remember that day. So I was in the break room. I came out of this. I said, "No man, going in, going right back out." Yeah. But he knew though.
He was getting tired. Yeah.
He kept telling us every night. He's like, "Man, they keep fucking with me. I ain't beat too much long."
They trying to find him. I forgot what happened, man. Something happened with
The
pickle. Yeah.
That's because he kept fucking with that Spanish dude. Lorenzo kept fucking that joint up. And he would go there and stitch too. He was like, "Man, I tell you whatever you need to know."
The pickle was that. That pickle will fuck you up regardless, dog.
Hey,
I would never go back and fuck with that pickle, you know.
They tried to get Kevin like that, remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people ran away from that pickle. They ain't paying enough for that shit.
Fuck that, no.
You don't get no incentive for that shit.
Yeah,
Nah,
they gave it to him.
After the fact, yeah.
Yeah, he got it. The hangline got it.
After the fact, yeah.
I don't want to get it the top people.
The Spanish dude was doing that shit. I got his name.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo Tattoos, yeah. He was doing that joint for a minute.
And he was
Yeah,
fucking
everything.
everything up.
Oh man.
He was dogging them, bro. Dog. The one who used to push the trees at the scale, he was crushing her. I guess she was pregnant. I was like, I don't know if that's the main man or not.
Oh yeah, he do tattoos too, man.
I said, nigga, all the time at the Walmart. He went on me and tapped me. I'm like,
You
what's
will
up, dog?
not get me in that motherfucker. In the hang line at all, matter of fact.
Yeah, nobody like they fuck with that hang line.
Fuck with your
That hang line was rough.
Then when I started in the back room, they was throwing the hands. I don't know if y'all seen that before. We had to throw the hands and shit. That shit was terrible. That was hard labor, man. They had to take the ham off the tray and then throw it up on the joint so you can cut it. Man.
I ain't like pushing the tree to the jump and dropping it on the belt. They had me doing that when I first started. And they had me standing and flip the hand over.
Yeah.
That shit was born, dog. First time I ever stood on my feet 12 hours straight.
Another thing I wouldn't do is that shit what they do with the meat. The cut right there,
Yeah, the bad side.
grab the joint right there and push it there.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck that. Not doing that right there. It'll be like this. And push it down that joint all day. Little Spanish dude be like that all
Yeah, I
day,
was
bro.
little man. He was getting it though.
Oh, hell no. Not fuck that, Slim.
Man, he's out there with the little boots on.
And that
his
motherfucker
head.
blades
Hey,
the
you know-
whole time, nigga. Oh, hell
I ain't
no.
never. They used to Larry Fields used to ask me to do that shit. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing
No.
that.
Larry,
Cause you know what?
ain't like me.
You know what made me thought about? It made me thought about Rodney. That's why I ain't want to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, I
You
ain't
have to be
trying to.
precise with that shit. They was bitching about it. If you was cutting it too wrong.
Yeah, you gotta be on a certain part of
Yeah,
the bone.
buttons. So it could be a button shank.
There's 2 cuts, but you gotta take a certain spot. Yeah. And Spanish dudes, I forgot his name.
I forgot it too, but he's go zoom,
Yeah.
zoom,
So
zoom.
there's 2 Spanish dudes.
Yeah, he goes zoom, zoom, zoom.
One daytime, one nighttime. Just straight zoom, zoom, zoom. I be like,
I
what?
remember when Sam used to do that shit. Sam was like, man, all this hurt, all this hurt.
Hell yeah.
He ran the Drake third shift.
And that motherfucking, that blade saying the whole time, nigga. That ain't for me there, because I fuck around coming that joint smack.
Cause you remember they did the bust, the shanks, and then they did the slices too.
Mhm.
The slices was rough.
Slicing that motherfucker every day at 4 in the morning. Get there at 4, leave at 4.
Not do that, yeah. Robert's Paul's stacking boxes. People don't, that shit tough though.
Yeah.
Stacking boxes.
He's like, man, my line closed, man. Like, your line ain't done yet.
That
Come
shit
back.
is not no joke right there.
So he go sit in the break room with his headphones.
Yeah.
I mean, had to do it like this.
Oh yeah, big joint. Yeah.
Hey, he go run back. He's like, yeah, there's a line that you moving. I don't know why I go, dog. That's how they ran my little smokehouse.
That was my shit, man. All that shit. As long as I ain't gonna hang, I was good.
It was just too wet on the hang line. You know, I'm like, just.
Nah, I couldn't do. But Sean stayed back there his whole fucking career, joint. He like what, 14 years?
What his hands like orange or something?
Exactly. Remember that shit? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I know
that
what
Oh
you
yeah,
mean.
Sean was up too. I called that nigga right there. Hell yeah. I mean, look at his hands too.
I saw him talking like, yo, why his hands like that?
Yeah.
That pickle died.
Nah, but his joints, all his joints, yeah.
And Joe, matter of fact, your hands turned
It was
yellow,
orange as shit.
orange and shit, and then it had calluses and shit.
Yeah, you pick that dog in the bottom. They told me how to do that shit. Like, this ain't
Oh,
for me,
you made, I can't,
you gotta
I
put
just
your little
remember
tail, you
that.
gotta put it like this. And I can never reach the third row. I was like, man, especially with them heavies. I was like, I can't do
I just remember that shit. Hell yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm about to quit. Next time they move back to the pack.
That nigga, all his shit was orange as fuck.
Yeah, that died. That shit did to me a little bit.
I'm gonna ask him.
You needed a job to work that motherfucker, dog. You work hang line, you really needed a job.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I see why they got niggas straight out of
Special
jail.
hanging, yeah. That hanging shit, you get it.
They used to get niggas straight out there for that shit.
Straight out of jail, dog. I'm not first got high, they put you on the phone like, hey, was you in jail? You got some those, and then they get credit for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for me, dog.
That's labor. That joke was not no joke. That hanging hands, no joke.
I don't know how I got put on to the smoke. I think Frank told me. He's like, yo, just come back in the smoke house with me, man. It's easier than this back room. He's like, you dying out here. I was playing with them ham slices all night. I could not do it, dog.
The slices?
Yeah, I was in slices for a minute.
Oh, man.
Then I was about to quit, and then Frank was like, then come to second shift.
Oh, the joints that keep flying
yeah.
down.
I was from handing them all night, and I'd be so tired. And I was like, I don't know how they kept doing this.
Yeah, the back room, they keep them all night.
Like,
Hanging that shit like a motherfucker.
especially that last day when we got motherfucking at 6 in the morning. I was like, I can't do this. I had to look at myself. I had to say, you look at yourself, you're like, nah, I can't do that.
It'd be something. Yeah, when I first started, this joint was extra tough. You know? We used to be in the hallways cold as fuck. Yeah, the hammer had to break the motherfucking hands apart. It was frozen. Yeah? Shit was crazy. That was extra labor right there. I want to quit too. I was about to quit. There's a girl there, she was line leader. She told me to start fucking with the shit in the inside, labeling and shit. I'm like, bet. Then she like, start picking up the joint with the jack, rolling the jack fork. Hey, I do that too. After a while, I was there about 2 months, and I ain't never touched that ice no more, so I was good. It was straight ice. I was about to quit. I wasn't going the next day. I was like, man, I ain't fucking like this shit done. You know, I've been paid $6 and shit like that. Like, this ain't, fuck this shit. I find something else. This ain't. Plus, I was doing the temp joints, right?
Yeah.
Nah, you just like fuck.
So I started too. Them checks they bounce. So I was like, and give me the check. I was like, and I gotta go cash this right now. If you ain't cash that joint the same day you got it, the next day that motherfucker was bounce.
For real?
Yeah, dog. I was mad as
Crazy.
shit, man. We was all the temporary, we was all in there cussing the people out. We was in the main office. They was mad as shit. They like, calm down. I was like, nah, I ain't kind of working. And I did all these hours and I can't cash this check.
Yeah, that joint did by Royal Island Avenue. That's the one I went to. Off Royal Island Avenue by the liquor store down there. That joint that stayed overnight and shit. That joint. It was
What joint was that? Labor Ready or something?
Yeah, it was Labor Day, yeah.
Yeah, it was Labor.
I don't know, I went to some Spanish on off University Boulevard. It's like, you want to work? I was like, yeah. He's like, come on, man, get on the bus. Drop me right off Fernando Smith. That joint was back. That's how I lived over there.
have a bus, yeah.
Yeah, they had a bus. They dropped us right off there. And he's like, all right, man, you got to come here every day from here to here.
They did have a bus, too.
And he's like, man, wear something cold. Wear something warm because it's going to be in cold.
That's great. They damn sure did have a bus.
Old time check it bouncing.
Damn.
Yep. He's like, as soon as you get that jump. I think it was next day staff.
Oh, yeah.
Next day, hey, they jumps bounce within the next day, though. You got that one for Friday, you need to cash it Friday.
Goddamn.
I went with Finelli's like, Finelli cash the jump. Finelli just look at the jump. Finelli kept doing all this to the jump. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You cash that jump. I was like, all right.
That was my man, though. Go that joint straight chill, boy. Motherfucking salad, that salad you have that joint, you get straight salads on that joint, crushing them joints. Fresh dressing, you chilling.
Yeah, you're going to get it injured. Don't get my rip it. He's like, you the rip it? Yeah, see, I want to rip it right there.
You know?
Give me that.
Hey, man, fuck it, man. That's working though.
Yeah.
I know those motherfuckers probably still working Smithfield these days and shit. But like it's still Smithfield like
I think he in the South.
in South, yeah. There ain't no more out here now.
Different like South and North Dakota and shit. I couldn't do it now though. I know too much. I'm too seasoned now. It's all right.
I can do smokehouse. I'm probably gonna do nothing else. Like the shit I did, man.
I can't do it. I can't.
boxes.
None of that shit no more. My body won't go through it no
I'm
more.
about to say.
But yeah, I fuck around and be like them niggas that pushing one tree. I won't be the all around the corners no more. Hell no.
Oh yeah, remember Gary pushed that one tree.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I be
man,
like,
do
yeah.
that shit, man. Go fight the
He's
kids.
like, man, what the fuck? Come on, man. He be like, this is what
Hey, Gary pushed one tree. That's my man, though. He talking big shit. So you don't get your fast and you didn't help me. I was like, I'm coming, man. I'm coming. Gary used to cuss you out. That motherfucker.
one little joint walk.
But yeah, that one tree, though.
Not playing.
And he said all the way in the cooler, all the way on the rail. I was like, girl, you
Yeah, the only way that you can really be fast and get you a break in is to do it the way we were doing that shit. Like,
like we pull the rails before we then break, come back, pull it out.
if you do it normal, then it's gonna spread the whole time. Like, you can be working the whole time. You back. But the way we did, we pull one rail out, keep on going with that motherfucker. So don't even stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Big Kevin told me that. He's like, man, look, get the corner. I was like, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, get the corner, though. I was like, oh,
Oh,
man,
shit.
he's trying to show me that.
That was my shit. Hit the motherfucker. That was my shit.
Yeah, dog, you're a super down nigga.
Go slam straight up in the motherfucker. Either motherfucker freeze or the cool. I mean the cool or the smokehouse, dog. Straight up in that joint. Then very seldom, only the vicious motherfuckers can do push the roll out of the house. Right? You know what I mean?
Nah, because the rail kept breaking. I remember one time we tried that shit.
Only
The
time
rail snapped.
I couldn't do it no more when they put them little notches up there, they start putting notches up there because we was doing that shit too much. We was hitting the corner, they start putting notches on top, try to stop us and shit.
I mean, we still pushing on house 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Back, push that whole shit
I'm
out.
still pushing the trees over top of all that bullshit.
But they was putting that shit so you won't push that many trees around.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, he used to load up. He had to take that shit all the way from the motherfucking thing, all the way to house 4. He mad as a motherfucker. I think I load that joint. He's especially them heavies. I'm like, who the fuck puts heavies in house 4? Oh man, I come down, look at the paper. I say, who put fucking heavies in house 4? I just felt bad for that man.
House
Yeah.
House 4 was all the way in the
Bring that
corner.
shit
Yeah,
around
you gotta
the
come
thing.
all the way from the hang line all the way up.
Yeah.
That shit was too far.
Loading house was the worst, yeah.
The man that studied used to do this all the time. He cussed me out. I'm like,
Like when I get back, I'll try to make
Big.
sure everything will be where you
Talking about big.
Oh, fuck, man, yeah.
That was the maintenance man. He had to mow that man all the way to loading houses.
He almost died back then, man.
Whoever how to. I just see him on the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah,
I don't think he
yeah.
work there no more.
That's fucking, yeah, I would like to see him, man. He probably moved to his country or something, man.
They used to fuck with that man all the time. Bro.
Yeah, I think he's Russian, wasn't
One of them, Czech, Russian, one of
he?
them.
Yeah, man. She shit like that,
They used to
man.
call big because,
He look like Mr. Bean.
yeah, it ain't sound like it, too.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
My man put some trees. He started with
Oh
them
my God, Larry Fish be like ass.
trees. Hey, he only put one tree too. He ain't go no more than one.
He was
said,
terrible.
no,
He was terrible.
one. That's all right, man. You got it.
He always thought he was going back to the maintenance. It was funny as shit. Man.
He put that one tree.
He didn't know he was dead. They put him there for good.
Yeah, they kind of screwed him.
Yeah,
So I'm going back to me.
it was Larry fuck.
All they had him doing was hanging plastic. It was a plastic hanging motherfucker.
Oh my
Anytime it
God.
rained, plastic everywhere.
Remember my mom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They used to have her doing that.
Larry tried to punish her and shit. I had to get her from back there. That's how she ended up in the smoke. They had to try. He trying to make her hang and all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the roast lady. That was my chick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roast
roast lady.
lady,
Shit. She used to make egg rolls and shit. She's like,
Like,
yeah, for
was
you.
somebody kin to somebody. I'm trying to figure out what I was gonna try to reach out to her too, yeah. She's kin to somebody. I don't know if it's Chin. Was she some kin to Chin?
No, no. She was cool as shit.
She's some kin to somebody in there, yeah. Damn, she used to make them egg rolls.
Yeah. She bring that in. She gets you for free. First, I thought she was charging people. But you giving my shit free.
So yeah, she used to be like, man, thank you. Yeah. Man, he used to go out there and try to punish her. Man, I got her on that smoke out.
Yeah, and then she just watching the roaches.
Yeah.
That was good for her, though, dog. She hunted the motherfucker down, too.
I wish I could find her. You right. I can't remember who she was. I might ask Chin one time. But it might
She
be
had a
Chin.
sister that was there. They look almost alike, too.
I mean, the dames all around this other way.
My man tried to kill her though, man. Larry tried to kill her.
Shit, who?
Dean was in the patio room. Him and his wife. I don't know what day he said no more. That nigga used to walk around with his drawers on all the time. I know you remember Dean, dog. I forgot his name. Dang Dean, one of them.
That motherfucker.
No, I don't know.
You gotta remember him, dog.
That's crazy.
And again, he was packing.
He was in Panama?
Yeah, he was packing on.
Hold on. Nah, I probably got to see it.
Remember when it flooded, the nigga was outside with his drawers? He had his boots in his drawers on trying to save his car. I never forget
Oh,
that day.
yeah.
When the joke flooded, and he went out
His
there.
car was done, though.
Yeah, and they used to all come in the minivan. There was a lot of them, yeah.
That joint fucked a lot of people's cars up. That
Yeah,
joint flooded that time.
I had a car, so people fucking
Remember
with
that
that
shit?
shit.
That joint flooded wide.
Hey, the dyke girl joke, I forgot her name. She was a yellow bone. Her joke sat there for like another year. She didn't know.
It was fucked up. Hell yeah. It was another person joint set out there joint.
Her joke flooded. Her joke sat, you know, with a gosh, I got the road right there, the other road in the back.
Yeah.
Her shit sat there for a year.
Fuck it.
Never moved, dog. I don't know what happened to it.
Could not start that bitch up no more. And it was fucked.
Oh no, that was my first time.
Shit. Hey, I appreciate everybody right now tuning in.
Yeah, we have
Tune YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
reminiscing on a little bit.
Basically tuned in tonight to make, iron out any kinks we had left, you know what I'm saying? So the future podcast will be on point, you know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing everything was good this time. So far, I can fix everything earlier. Anybody say nothing like that? So we're good.
Street, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the street.
You know?
Like I said, everybody in the streets.
Right?
But yeah.
Sheets. Or freaking sheets.
Ain't nothing else to believe.
That's crazy. I know we started going into that. I started remembering this shit, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. Especially mama. I want to find her.
I started that shit, I ain't had nothing. I ain't had no apartment, nothing. In 2 months, I got everything I needed, dog. I ran like a motherfucker.
Get your bread.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
I ain't
Man.
had nothing, dog.
Hey,
I just sleep on that Joan Dirty. They used to join on me. I was that motherfucker said bus ran in the morning. It's like, man, get up, man. The bus outside. It's running now, man. Every day I was in that motherfucker. Because, you know, we got there like 2. I worked from 4 to 2.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers weren't fucking with me. I think Dre was the only one. Him and Scott was the only one that asked me that I want to get dropped off. Nobody else dropped me off. I was like, funny.
God, you know he passed away.
Yeah. Got cool. He rap to me all the time. He's like, yeah, man, just hang in there, man. So I see what you doing. I said, you're all my chest.
Yeah, he's funny, you know. Yeah.
Got my pop. I was going after that.
damn, Scott Benson.
Damn, that's why I say my life.
Pops
They
did
take
too.
me like.
Yeah, that's my man too. He knew he was rap. He was one snitching on me. I used to leave out that John. First met Aaron too. I was dipping out that John.
Oh, yeah,
He was like,
he the one who went to Virginia. I mean, North Carolina, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They was like, man, they telling on you, man. Try to find me and everything. I came. They told me they was looking for me. I was like, dang, I was knee deep too. So he was calling me, was like, man, where you at? You gotta come back, man. I was like, fuck. I ain't know. After that, I stopped doing that shit.
Was hanging out.
Yeah. You know, before I ain't never leave that John. When I started doing it, everybody started noticing. God shot nigga was hot. He's in class coming in, telling him I've been out the gate all this time. It's like, you gotta watch something, man. They started to look at you.
Yeah, that gate thing turned into a thing.
Yeah, that gate.
Next thing I know, your man Keith popped up talking about he looking for me in the cooler.
I remember that night.
Yeah. Dre upstairs looking, so looking. He's like, where were you at, man?
Kept on.
Jesus.
Yeah, they were looking for me. But the whole time, Pop ran to him. I think he wanted to be on the ship.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, niggas was hating. I don't know if Dre saved me though. When that John, they was like, yeah, all right. First it was a warning, then it turned into a don't come in. Then Dre called me and said, nah, he told you to stay home. And I was like, oh, Lord. But then the next year, it was closing anyway. So I was like, fuck.
You know?
I was like, let's pay off after all that. Well, 3 months later, they say we done.